Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and I'm here with Kim. What's up? It's Kim.
What's up? Hello.
What's up? What's up? Oh God, I'm just gonna do that the whole show now. So happy to have Kim and Steph will be here. Ooh, Steph's back, guys. Steph will be here in a minute.
Yes.
So there's a tease. All you guys who missed Steph, she's back. And we're going to go through some headlines, a couple headlines. And really today we're just going to take your calls. I might have to instigate the 60-second thing again. We'll see. Maybe I'll start with the first few. And then if you guys just keep going, I'll have to activate the 60-second clock. Or maybe I have it on deck if someone's taking too long. But we will be taking your calls as promised. And yes, a lot of you keep asking me. So tonight we are going to stream the Dateline interview. We're going to offer commentary, so we'll start and stop. It is news. I did test it out. I should be able to play the NBC network, public broadcasting with, it should work, in which case we will watch it together. So stay tuned. Tonight at 8 p.m. The mods have the link. In fact, I will make sure you guys are getting the link. Join that tonight. And here it is. I have the link. Copy the link. For tonight, go click over there. Tonight, so we're going to probably not be that long today. But come back, click on that remind me link, and then you'll see there when you go to that link. Hold on. Sorry, there it is. As you go to that link, it's going to remind you and notify you in 4 hours. Oh, it's in 4 hours. Jesus, yeah. So we're not going to be too long, so I can take a break in between. So we will be live in 5 hours, 4 hours. So in 2 hours, I'm going to take 2 hours off, and then we'll be back. And then I have another fun special surprise after that. So lots of content for you today on Friday. If you're like, Andy, I want to watch stuff, you are set here on Popcorn Planet. So many people, Kim, have been out there like, don't watch the channel, and I agree. Like, we got to stop watching these interviews. It's NBC's spreading them too much. I can't keep supporting it. I want to report it for you. So hopefully, my one view played by you is better than you all giving them another 100,000 views. So that's how I'm looking at it. So I don't really want you guys to watch it either. I don't really want to watch it, to be honest. I've already watched this thing like 15 times. I watched the Peacock special, and now I guess we're going to get another 20 minutes of just extra Amber. It's like the director's cut nobody ever asked for. What do you think, Kim?
The Snyder cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Going on forever. Yeah, I'm so torn on it as well because I do agree. I mean, we need to move on. We need to keep going. She lost. She lost.
Hence the thumbnail.
Yeah, right?
Move on. It's over. Nothing. You lost. Get nothing,
you
sir.
Lose. And that's kind of like, that's where we are. And she can drag this out all she wants. And she could say, well, I have my binder of therapist notes from my doctor. It's from your therapist. And it's just what you have said. So it's hearsay, which is why it wasn't brought in. And it shouldn't have a massive amount of bearing on this case. And I think it's important that the mainstream media does cover this in some form and does expose the reality of the lies that she has perpetuated over this time. But we also just need to move on. And hello!
Oh, we need to move on, but I also need to hear Steph's opinion on things because she's been out. And look at that beer. You got the shirts! You got the shirts!
Hang on. Yeah!
Objection, hearsay.
Objection here. Dun, dun, dun. Objection hearsay.
Hearsay.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
He did it. I like that design. Did you know that was one of the highest sellers?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised.
Over Johnny Depp is
chose it as
Innocent.
well.
I should share with you guys the numbers. It was fascinating which shirts you guys bought over others. It was not. I thought Johnny Depp is Innocent would have been the hottest seller easy. It was up there, but no, that one and a couple others ended up selling better. So, and we're bringing a check to the Tampa Bay Crisis Center soon, so I'm excited for that. But anyway, welcome, Steph, the altar nerd. How are you, Steph?
Hi, everyone. I'm not doing too bad. I'm tanned. I'm going to get even more tanner because I'm going back next month. But yeah, I'm doing very, very well. It was a good, much-needed break. Let's put it that way, guys. A lot of self-discovery, a lot of realizations, all that malarkey. So it was well-needed. But yeah, Amber Turd decides to do an interview. Oh, she's the bed indeed. Full disclosure, right, guys? Where I'm at in Italy is very closed off. So I've seen the advert for it, which I did a video on that a couple of days ago, live as I was in Italy. It was quite fun. But have I seen any of like the 20 minutes of the Today Show thing? No. So I had at the time, and the internet there isn't that great, guys. So yeah, when the full thing is released tonight on Dateline, it's literally going to be like my first reaction.
Oh, so you really haven't watched a lot. You watched the promo, I guess, but not any of the other chunks, is what you're saying.
That's right. Yes.
No, I like that because you're going to watch it with tonight, so you can react to it. We're going to be streaming it, and we can get your full feelings afterwards. We're gonna during the commercial breaks, we will take a pause to react quicker. But I'm excited to watch that with Steph tonight and you guys. So join us tonight. The mods have the link. We'll be live again later. So we're going to try and do a quickie today, and I'm excited to get all your thoughts. So all right, Steph, we were just saying this. Basically, Johnny Depp's lawyers are blasting her, as they should, for. She's reimagining the trial while he's trying to move on. And yeah, that's pretty great. It's unfortunate that while Johnny is looking to move forward with his life, the defendant and her team are back to repeating, reimagining, and relitigating matters that have already been decided by the court and a verdict that was unequivocally decided by a jury in Johnny's favor. Yeah, facts. And if Amber had won, she'd be telling Johnny the same thing, it'd be like she would still be playing it the other way around. So it's just very frustrating that Amber can't get the hint. It is what it is. And if Johnny had lost, it would have been a blow. We wouldn't have bought it. But I do think we would have attempted to move on and just been frustrated with the legal system, given all the evidence we knew that thank God the jury saw, right? Unlike the UK case. And but this time, she didn't get what she wanted, and she refused to accept it. And so now she's beyond just the interview. She's dropped this binder of evidence, which isn't evidence, guys. It's literally her therapist saying that, yeah, Amber told me this. Fuck, I could tell my therapist that I'm a time traveler who wrote on dinosaurs, and they'd write it down. That doesn't mean shit. Does this bother you, Kim? We'll go to you, Kim, first, Kim. Does this bother you, Kim, that Amber's now trying to like spin up outside the court system in a public PR battle of like, no, these notes really prove that it happened?
Yes, and also I have questions in the sense of that. I mean, maybe it's different depending on the legislation of where you live and whatnot, but it's always been my understanding that if a therapist understands that there is someone whose life is in danger, that they then are required to involve law enforcement or something else because they know that someone is getting hurt. And if they truly believe that someone's life is in danger, they need to do something about it. So what happened there?
Not even that. I'm sorry, but no or barely any medical assistance after all the alleged incidences that she claims Johnny Depp was a monster. I'm sorry, but to go back to it, that bottle incident, I would have gone to the freaking emergency room. Like, things would have been torn, things would have been damaged, there'd be freaking internal bleeding. I'm sorry, but that would happen. I'd be going to the freaking doctors. But she don't do that at all. Like, for someone who's so, what's the word, determined to get everything recorded, photographed, mentioned in her therapist notes, this, that, and the other. There's no actual medical doctor proof of these alleged incidences, of these alleged injuries. Okay. So yeah. Either he was a monster and he bashed you a freaking neck and back, or he didn't. Where's your evidence to say that he did? Oh, a couple of pictures that are quite spotty to say the least, especially when they were freaking kept in a Photoshop edited app. Hello? And these documents that she's showing, this Dateline reporter, whoever this lass is, Savannah Guthrie, I think it is.
Savannah Guthrie, yeah. Guthrie,
there
but
we
yes,
go.
She's a, yeah.
Guthrie, whatever. Savannah, whatever. She's turning around and she's showing these therapist documents to Savannah, but hang on a minute. The court turned around and said, that ain't evidence, love. We ain't accepting that BS. So Like, there's no weight to these documents at all.
No.
She said this to the therapist. So freaking what? Where's the evidence to show that what she's saying to the therapist is freaking evident that Johnny's the monster? No. She's speaking to the therapist. Here's the proof. Therefore, because she spoke to the therapist, Johnny's a freaking monster. No. It's her allegations. They need to be proven by evidence that he's the freaking monster.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to go into a corner, into a dark hole, never to be seen again. This whole thing of, I want to move forward, I just want to move forward, I want to get away from this, that, and the other. And what does she do? She's on a freaking interview.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, she's infuriating. Oh,
Just want to say too. There's someone in our chat.
Nice to have Steph back, though, isn't it, Kim?
Yes, it is. It's wonderful.
God, sorry.
So we have Kimberly Sanders in our chat. Just said, as a therapist, I am mandated to report abuse and violence. Period.
There it is. And also, I do have to take a moment to thank, my God, the generosity that's already begun on this stream.
Oh my God.
I looked away for a second. I was like, oh my God. We suck. Alicia, my gosh, Alicia, please don't break the bank. Lisa reached out. She's so nice and generous and kind, and thank you for your messages and your support. But my goodness, £250. That's a lot, Steph. Glad you're back, Steph. You can cash app her with your, you know how to do it. Steph Alternerd money sign.
Yes.
Show her some love as well. She's back for the new adventure. So thank you, Alicia.
Yeah.
You're so generous and been so nice. Thank you for all your notes of support. And then, okay, Hillbilly. My gosh, also stepping up all the time. Thank you so much, okay. Sending love, and if you do a call-in and allow me, I'll stay on task, I promise. Thank you, everybody. And that's not just you. Everybody. I will, I have a new... if I go like this, it means, all right, you gotta slow down, or I will over-talk, which I do. Oh, my God, guys. I do tend to do it from time to time because, it's my show. I do it everywhere, I guess. I'm a talker. My gosh. Sue me. But, yeah, I try to keep the wheels on the show moving. But I will. No, you were fine. But, yes, if anybody calls in and rambles too much, I will nicely tell you to... All right, time for somebody else. But we are about to open the phone calls. Also, Chibi Peach. Amber is that girl in high school who constantly has to be the center of attention no matter the cost. The look at me syndrome. Yeah. Yep. Michael Vandergallen, what's up? AH is being helped by someone who approaches this as a political PR war. They won't stop until they win. JD hurts himself or just walks away from acting, or until JD completely destroys her. Yeah, I don't think JD's going to get destroyed by her anymore. I think she really has lost. Hence the title of today is of like, we got to move on. Tonight's, I guess, the finale. We get to watch all the other little pieces of Amber. I hate giving Amber credit. Amber didn't spread it out over 5 days. NBC did, to be fair. Mm-hmm. She did this a while ago, and it's been spread out. So while it feels like Amber's been doing interviews all week, she did do one interview, to be fair. NBC is the one who have felt like they needed to spread it out. And I'm glad they did, because we got to monetize on hating Amber for a week over Nice. It gave us some topics. We all got to come back together. I don't want... NBC or her doing it. I'd rather us do it so we could actually give you the fair commentary along with it, because that's what's so frustrating about a lot of this is that they keep trying to, like, I don't know, they wouldn't, I still won't forget someone who said, like, they wouldn't do this with Harvey Weinstein. You know what I mean? Like, someone who's convicted or a criminal doesn't, like, get all this time. And, if you are, granted it's a civil case, it's a little different, but still, why are they still giving her this airtime? Why are we allowing her to keep lying and spinning her web? She lost by a jury. We have to at some point be like, all right, due process was served. She's provided nothing to warrant like a fair appeal or a mistrial or anything that warrants like something was done incorrectly. So I don't know what we're still doing here. It's very frustrating. But thank you. Shush. Compare her notes to Dr. Hughes. Therapists don't write notes like that. It's highlights, lists, not a novel. Well said. That's true. My mom is a counselor as well. It's true. It's usually like quick thoughts. Now, sometimes they may recap it afterwards. That does happen sometimes from time to time, but not always. And yeah, it's weird that she would have been doing that for so long. It feels fake. Right Up Your Alley says, the alleged therapist notes look oddly like Amber's handwriting. I'm a former tutor, and I've gotten used to inspecting students' writing to make sure they were actually doing their own work. Worth looking into. Well, I haven't seen the notes. Are the notes actually posted anywhere now? We got like the blurry screenshot, but I don't even know if that was real. That could have been stock footage Dateline shot to make it look real. So I don't think the notes haven't been revealed yet, I imagine. She doesn't want to actually let them be out. She just wants to spotlight a couple key phrases. Mel Bennett, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. Mel Bennett, BB Barrister with Black Belt, was discussing with us earlier about the notes. You need to get Dan on the live feed. His insight is valuable. Plus, he's a Midlands boy, so maybe a yam. Would love to call in. Yeah, he's here. He's always invited. Caleb Laundry. So I use join and plan to join synonymously so I can have a membership access. I know I haven't paid yet, but I plan to. Well, Caleb, doesn't work that way. You can't pledge a membership here to Popcorn Planet. Yes, you do have to actually hit the button and hit the button, pick a tier, and then you will no longer pledge. You will actually have donated. That's how it works. And then Kathy Richardson, today, her supporters compared her to Gabby Batillo. What the actual F? I'm so glad I missed that, because I would have just, I don't know. I would have had a cow, man. That's insane, Kathy. You'll have to show me where that was. And then, okay, Kilby, again, I've been so glum without Steph. Steph, while so many people try to like complain about, oh, Steph's loud, you do know we had hundreds of comments. Where's Steph? Where's Steph? When's Steph coming back? Oh my God, I miss Steph. Legit, like the love was strong.
Screw Kim, I want Steph.
Well,
Where's Steph?
You're all going to get a Steph rant in a minute, because I saw a comment in the chat that's kind of affected me a little bit. All I'm going to say is, Joe Rodriguez, you're going to fucking get it in a minute, bitch.
Oh, Jesus. I was trying to be positive. I didn't even see it.
We'll
get there. Well, whatever he said, all I saw was love.
It looks like she.
Grinder Spoons is the last one. Had surgery last week. Watch every day and keep up your spirits. Love to you. And I'd love to send you one of my spoons. Okay. What does that mean?
Spoons.
Oh, like grinder, like a spoon, like a coffee grinder or something?
No, hang on. Let me read it quickly. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I believe spoons is like, she said she just had surgery, right?
I had surgery last week. Watch you every day. Keep up with spirits. Well, I'd love to send you one of my spoons.
Oh no, she does sell spoons.
Yeah.
Grinder spoons. Never mind. I wasn't sure if it was a reference to sometimes when
something like thought it was some like dirty flirt or something.
No, I wasn't sure, because there's like a term sometimes for people with disabilities that it's like you only have so much energy or you only have so many spoons, so you have to budget your spoons throughout the day.
I just thought she wanted to spoon. Well, thanks for. I thought she wanted to spoon me. I'm all disappointed. Jesus. All right, Steph. Who said? Who do we have to fight? What happened?
Yeah. What's going on?
Don't let these people get you down.
Oh no. Do you know what? If there's anything I've learned over the last week of self-reflection, is I need to stand up for myself a heck of a lot more. And I'm going to do this right now. Jill Rodriguez thought Steph had a financial situation. Not sure how a holiday in Italy comports with that. Interesting. Okay. Let me tell you something. You have no fucking clue what my financial situation is. No one does. And it's not your fucking damn business to even try and allude to it in the first place, let alone make a comment on it. But let me tell you this, because I've been open since day one and I'll always be open. Me and my partner have split up after 15 years. I'm moving out. I never ask for donations, ever. I always say, if you consider it, here's a link. But with that being said, I always keep it 100 as to where your donations are going to, because if you're investing in me, I think I have a responsibility to turn around and say, this is where your money's going to go to. And at the moment, every kind donation that people are sending my way is going towards my next adventure of going to my new house and buying everything brand new, because I have to start from scratch. I've realised a lot of things that have happened in the last 15 years that I've had to get to terms with. And being in Italy with my damn fucking family, you do not judge that on me. Ever. I needed that break for my own damn mental health, and I'm glad I took it, and I'm glad I'm going to take it again in the future. I don't need you or anyone else judging me for what I'm trying to do in terms of making my own life, my own future better and happier for me. So you want to come at me? Well, let me tell you something. I'm coming at you now. Because I ain't taking no fucking bullshit anymore. Ever. So, Jill, get her the nearest cactus, lace it with as much chili sauce as you can find, and shove it up your ass. There we go. So,
Well,
Yep.
what was it, Joe? Who? I'm sorry, now we are
Jill.
Jill?
Jill.
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 What a fucking stupid thing to say. Like, what a ignorant, judgmental, and I'm sorry we're calling you out, but I'm not, because you said it out
I'm calling
loud,
him
and it affects
I'm
the
calling
whole
him out.
show, because you got to sit there and judge her, and you have no idea what she's... Why do we judge people without living in their shoes? I'm so fucking tired of it. You're no better than Amber Heard, Jill. Don't be a douchebag like that. I want a public apology in there. I want Jill banned. That's ridiculous, that attitude. I don't want that energy in this room or this community. What the hell do you assume what we do? How is our money out of your freaking business? My goodness, it bugs me so much. I work so damn hard for you guys, Jill. And yeah, I don't even get to see my family as much during this trial. We've been busting our ass for you guys, and you have the audacity to tell us when we go on holiday? Dude, Jill, you take that cactus, I'm with you, Steph, and get the hell out of here, because that is insane. How ignorant, how stupid. Stop judging people. My God, now you gotta ruin my show and put Steph in a bad mood when I'm so excited. F that, not letting it happen. Jill, you suck. That was awful. Apologize, please, in all caps, and maybe we will attempt to move forward. But my God, and that's a message to everybody. My God, stop being so mean to everybody and assuming shit. You don't know. Everybody sometimes might be going through something worse than you're going through. You have no effing clue what people are going through, so quit judging them. Now, I am going to judge Amber Heard because she sucks. That's what we're going to do today.
Yeah, she does that.
She's earned it.
Can
Sorry,
I just say something quickly? I also just want to say to everybody here, as knowing Steph off of camera, well, I mean, I still know her through camera because we have to communicate through stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But not on the show. Not on the show. This woman is one of the most generous, kind, giving people I have ever met in my life. And I mean that. She goes above and beyond to help everyone who needs it. And I think she deserves all of that good coming back to her a million times over. And I no, you don't get to say something like that to somebody, especially when you don't know their situation and you don't know their pain and you don't know what they're going through. She has every right to do whatever the hell she wants with her money. And that it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. And I don't get angry at people very much, and I don't say mean things very much on air, but that was terrible. And I hope you think differently moving forward, Jill, because that was awful. And I love you, Steph.
Steph, you rock. Anyway, we know what's going on, but people, there's always going to be a bad apple in the bunch, and we can't let them phase us. Ready? We're all going to take some deep breaths and just exhale Jill out of our system. Ready?
Hang on.
Yes. Woo, goose.
Everyone look at a cute puppy.
Oh, that's what we needed. Oh, look at the puppy. Oh.
She's actually been in the room the entire time I've been streaming this week.
Oh.
She's been here. She's so quiet. No one ever knows that she's here.
Oh my goodness, she's so well behaved. What's her name?
This is Lacey.
Oh, hello, Lacey.
Yeah. She's actually my service dog. She helps me a lot with my trauma stuff.
Oh, that's so cute.
We spend like every waking moment together for the most part, but she's been here like this whole time with just over there.
So cute. That's what we needed. All right, we took our breaths. We've seen our dogs. Now we're moving forward and having a great show.
Yes.
Sorry, enough. I'm done.
We're done.
We've called her out. It's done.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Yes.
But yes, warning to anyone else who wants to take other judgmental or assumptive shots at us. Yeah, we're done holding back because it's just not nice. I don't want the energy here. If you don't like it, guess what, Jill and everybody else, you can hit that little X in the corner and you can step on out and go watch something else. It's that easy. Be nice to each other. All right. But I'm not going to be nice to Amber Heard because Amber Heard is still out there, cannot move on, and continues to lie. And it's really bugging me. And I want to get everybody's thoughts. I'm going to, in fact, open the phone lines. That's what today was supposed to be. I can't be here as long, so I want to make sure we start it. Let's see if Jill will call in and apologize. I wonder. There's the Zoom link. If anybody wants to call in, mods, you can start sharing as well. It's going to be random, so you may have to wait. Make sure when you I'm pleading with you. Make sure you're ready. You can pop in at any time. Just turn off the YouTube, get your audio situated, and be ready to go on the show when you come in. And keep it concise, please. No rambling on too long because I want to try and get a lot of people in. So that's what we're doing. Oh my God, someone got in immediately. So I'm going to get them right there.
Wow.
I'm impressed. That was really
Here we
fast.
go.
Okay. Oh, wait. But then they left.
Oh no.
Well, I was gonna, and then you left. Oh well, all right. I got like 5. Now they're all right. Now they're all coming in. But that first person, Sarah, you jumped out. All right. Let's see here. Before we get to the calls, I'm probably just gonna leave this whole show up for. I'm just not gonna edit this show today. That's just I just made up my mind. It's gonna be a quick wrap up. This show's just gonna be up there in 2 hours form. So it is what it is. All you callers will make the show. All right. There was one other thing I wanted to point out as the callers get ready, which was I thought I had it here. Maybe I don't. There was an article that was going around that basically Savannah Guthrie shouldn't have interviewed Amber because of her ties to her husband. And I'm curious if anybody else feels this way. I feel like didn't bother me. And NBC made it clear Amber knew, and Amber approved it, and Amber still requested her. So it's like at that point, why is this a story? But there's a lot of ethics experts saying she shouldn't have done this, given the relationship that her husband did this. Do either of you, anybody in the chat, anybody think this is an issue that she shouldn't have done it?
Everything that I saw when it was reported, it was disclosed. So I think if it wasn't disclosed, it would have been an issue, but they were honest about it. I don't see that as being shady.
Yeah, apparently, again, if Amber didn't know, I would have said that's weird. But Amber was alerted and did know, and again, it was something to do with Johnny's lawyers, but not the lawsuit. Something else connected, and so it was what it was. But the ethics experts were like, well, but she stands to have financial gain because if she helps her husband, who helps the legal team, that's when things get sort of questionable. And should she just recused herself from the interview to begin with? Is what there's now an argument online. And my 2 cents, I don't think it mattered. I don't think, as long as Amber knew and Johnny knew and both parties agreed, well then, do it. That's my 2 cents. It doesn't sound like anyone else here has a massive opinion on it. All right, I see a lot of chats. I'm going to keep reading your chats. Thank you for the support. Mike just sent another one. Get the F out if you don't like people here. Screw them, Steph. We got your back. A lot of support coming in for you, Steph. Jill has keyboard cojones. Jill has keyboard cojones. Yeah, just feeling super confident with her keyboard today. And I haven't seen her in the chat, so I think we've scared her away. So she's probably blames us for bullying her now, but F that noise. You are responsible for what you said, and it was not a kind comment. So that's what you get. Please put the link so I can send Steph some love. Okay, right there, it's on the screen. Cash App, # Steph Alternerd to send. Let's get Jill really pissed and pay for another holiday for Steph. Can we do that right now?
No.
Yes. Let's send her enough money that she
Shut
can
up the
literally go on a
negativity.
Jill
Just let it
holiday.
go.
And she's going to go on a holiday. And then, Steph, I want you to pick somewhere nice. And I want you to hold a sign that says, "Hi, Jill," right on the beach. Because who cares where she goes? She's allowed to do whatever the hell she wants. If you want to build your own YouTube channel and earn all of the people wanting to donate to you, you can go wherever the hell you want, Jill. What a thought. Oh, my God. So done being shamed by being crowdfunded by our amazing community. Sarah, are you there? Sarah.
I'm here.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the show. You were first in, then you got back in. I noticed you.
Yeah, I did. I got shy. Sorry.
Well, I noticed, like, all right, I'll give you another shot. Welcome to the show. You're our first caller today. What can we do for you?
Well, hello, Kim. Hello, Stefania. And hi, Andy, again.
Hello.
I told you the other day. I don't know if you remember me from the other day.
I think I do. I remember your Zoom photo because it's a puppy. So
yeah, that's my puppy. I have 2 of those.
Aww.
But yeah, she's never going to quit. As long as these people keep giving her a platform, she will never quit. She will never stop. She is totally and utterly obsessed with the man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think he's won. He's not only won the public, he won in court, he won the public, but he's won the people that didn't know anything about this 2 years ago, 3 years ago. He's won everybody. All she's doing now is literally putting her foot in her mouth. and totally burying herself. If she had gone away, going to go raise her daughter, stayed away for a few years, maybe get some mental health help, because we know she needs that.
Yeah.
And then come back, she might have been accepted. But if she keeps coming out with this bullshit therapist notes trying to bury him, people are never going to accept her back.
Couldn't
Never.
agree more.
And she will never ever have a career in entertainment again. I mean, she's not even a good actress. Come on.
She's
You know,
really
I could
not.
cry better than that. Oh, yeah,
And it's weird, but we're doing it right now. We're piling on now just because she's allowing us to. It's like if she just disappeared for a while and then maybe came back, in a year or two with some sort of interview with her then, like, what's it been like and why was she disappointed? And then hopefully even take some accountability. Some people would forgive her. Like, you guys may not, but some people may. And it's like, that's how you do it. Everybody moves on. And I think
they
she's just...
The news would move on. The news would move on.
Yeah, and she just
But
is
she
such
just
a ego. She's got such an ego. She can't move on, and she's going to continue to torture him. And the irony of everyone's the Eve Barlows and everybody trying to imply that Johnny's been dragging her through the court to continue abuse her. Dude, he's not doing. He's moved on and doing his own shit, and she's now the one who continues to drag him. And I think people aren't buying it. And I think slowly she's going to realize it, and it'll be very interesting to see how she adjusts and how frustrated she gets because she realizes her tactics no longer work. It's going to be a very, very lonely place she's about to go to, and the lack of interest in her is going to be huge. And I think she's going to miss the hate, honestly, because
And just that to Hollywood now, she's toxic. Anything she's going to be attached to, it's going to be over.
Yeah. Well said. I appreciate you calling in, Sarah. Great to meet you.
All right.
Thank you for speaking up.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy
Bye-bye.
your day. Do you guys agree?
You know the one thing in regards to what Sarah just said there. Yeah, to Hollywood, she's toxic, but the thing is, Hollywood has to take responsibility as well for Amber Heard because they backed the wrong horse all these years. 5-6 years, they backed the wrong horse. They fired Johnny Depp from that movie no one really cares about or wants to see, right? But they're not doing the same energy with Amber Heard for Aquaman 2. If anything, rumours are her scenes are freaking doubled and they're not kicking her out at all. So it's a case of, do you know what? Amber Heard's responsible for Amber Heard, but Hollywood's responsible for this as well, partly. They're part of this equation as well. They're part of the freaking problem. They're not part of the solution of all of this. If they were, they would have been like, right, she lost. She was found guilty of defaming Johnny Depp and being an absolute evil of the world. We're cutting you off now. We don't want to have anything to do with you whatsoever. You are nasty. You are evil. You are not a good spokeswoman or a good actress to be leading or being a part of our films. Bye-bye. Game over. You're done. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're doubling bloody down. They're so freaking tone deaf. What is it? Over 5 million signatures, I heard, over getting Amber Heard out of Aquaman 2. Oof. They're not listening to people. That's going to be their downfall. They're screwed.
I agree. Are you there, Mike?
Yeah, hello.
What up, Mike?
Hello.
No, Mike.
Mike. No.
Mike.
Yes. My fellow honorary Yorkshireman. How's it going, dude? Hey, up.
Yeah, it's not going bad at all.
Yeah. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Good.
What have you been up to? Oh no.
Nah, not really. Not doing anything.
He's just watching. I love it. Well,
What are
hang
your
out.
thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, you want to
though? I'd
offer a
love to
thought?
hear.
You want to hang? What do you want to do?
I'll hang. Yeah, I'll hang for a bit.
All right. Yeah, Mike just likes being there, and I love it.
He's like,
yeah,
okay.
dude. Yeah, you're in, man. Hang out in the back. I got it. He's just like, yeah, I'm just chilling with you guys. All right, Mike, pick a number between 1 and 44.
17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 17. Tabitha, you're the next caller on Popcorn Planet.
Woo-woo!
Make sure ideally get your cameras, your audio situated. There we go. Tabitha, welcome to the show. She gets her audio connected. Let's see here what Tabitha has to say. Be warned, anybody in the Zoom link, you will be live. And please be dressed and together and ready.
No helicopters.
Please no.
It has sadly happened, I know.
I know.
Someday it might happen again.
I
I'll be
prepare
horrified.
myself every day when you call in. I'm like, okay.
I can't control everybody. Tabitha, can you hear us? You got to unmute yourself. So close. She was so close to getting it all right.
Oh. So close yet so far.
While we wait for
Tabitha.
Tabitha, let's see. I'm going to read a
Tabitha.
couple. Medman, thank you so much. We love you. Mike's on the
Yes.
phone to hear it himself. I love it. Cindy K says, I'm sorry, but Steph is right. She is ignorant. Steph, honey, you are awesome. It's none of her business. You are strong and beautiful and the sweetest, and we love you. Thank you, Cindy K.
Oh, I adore you all too. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well, I've lost track of the one. You guys have been tipping so amazingly. I have to scroll back and now catch up because I thought I could read it live, but now I can't even find it. So I'm gonna catch up. Did we lose you? We lost Tabitha. Are you there,
Yeah, we
Tabitha?
got no.
I think Tabitha's still trying to figure out how it works. I'm gonna Ashley random. I just picked a random. You all randos. The rando calls in tonight.
Yes, rando number.
I legitimately
Silly.
I meant a random number. But now I'm like, no, we lovingly call each other randos. Linda's
So,
getting a tattoo of it.
Hang on a minute before we go any further, okay? Because I kind of caught a glimpse of this rando situation on social media when I was in Italy, but I didn't fully understand it. Is this something that Amber Turd has said? This rando?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
dude.
It's in the interview.
She said,
Okay.
"How could anyone have believed me when, of course, they're 3 weeks of testimony dragging me through the mud, bringing in paid experts and randos, as I called it." She laughed at it. She called them randos, like random people that just dragged off the street. And then Savannah didn't laugh, and then of course Amber
was like,
quickly
oh.
switched, like she didn't. It was a very weird telling moment where she was calling. Basically, everybody who came forward to try and stop her a rando.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, Andy, I'm
gross.
laughing. I just got a PayPal from Stephanie Tam. Also, thank you, Gene Rec. I got the one earlier, and the comment is just, "This is for Andy and Lacey. So cute." Sorry, just Lacey, not Andy. Sorry, Andy. Grow a tail and fluffy ears.
I was like, wow, I was so happy though that finally Kim got a super chat thanking me, because I always get somebody thanking her. I was like, yes, it evened out. But yeah, I can't grow a tail. I'll never be that cute. Never ever be that cute. Never, nor would I ever claim to be. Ashley Steele, are you there?
Yes.
Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the
Ashley.
show. What can we
Hey
do
up,
for you?
Ashley.
Hello. I watch you guys all the time.
Cool.
This is awesome. You guys are getting me.
Hello, we're here. Hi.
Hey up.
If you want me to turn my video on, I don't know how.
I think
Let
you
me
just
have
hit the
my kid
video
do it for
button.
me.
Either way, you can hit the video or whatever you're comfortable with. Oh, it looks like it's starting. There she is.
Hey!
Hello, Ashley.
Oh.
Okay.
Now we see you. Welcome to the show.
I was
Great
just,
to meet you.
you guys are, hi, I'm not sure how to do this.
You're doing
I'm not
great.
computer smart or phone smart. Do you guys hear that Eminem song?
I did. I think I can play it because it's definitely not Eminem.
It's not. It's like a mashup, so it's not actually like him.
Somebody.
doing it.
It's a
Just they
sound
found
alike.
lyrics and
Yeah, right.
put
It's like
them
a.
together.
It's somebody who sounds
I
like
thought it was
Eminem.
Okay.
Because
I
it's
wasn't
not a
sure about
mashup.
that
Because
either.
it's too. It's a song. I think we can play
Yeah,
this.
it's a funny song. Do you guys also know when or if they'll charge Amber in the other countries? Like, how long do they normally investigate?
How long is a piece of string for UK? If they think that there's value in it, that they'll do it quickly. If not, yeah, can be slow as hell. I know that there were rumblings that they were going to look into her for the Sun case in terms of her potentially committing perjury, because she testified on our stand that she donated the money to the charities rather than just pledging. So I know there's kind of like a buzz about that at the moment over here, but whether they'll actually think that's worthy to move against her just on that alone, I don't think they will. I think they'll just leave it.
Yeah, I'm not a professional, but my guess would be we're probably going to hear something more about Australia before we hear anything more about the UK, because Australia's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And I could see that now being able to pick up steam because of what's happened in the States. But I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal person, so I have no idea.
Australia, definitely. There's a lot of noise coming from Australia because they are, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, it's just the way that I term things. They're proper butter on the way Amber Heard treated Australia with those two dogs. They are mad. They are seething. They are like, you freaking tried to treat us like fools. I'm sorry, but we're freaking butter right now, and we're going to come for you full force. That I can imagine she's going to get some proper repercussions of, and they'll throw the book at her because they're extremely strict when it comes to their bio kind of geography over there, bio community.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean.
Which, I mean,
the animals of Australia, like no contamination or anything like that. They're super strict on that for their environment. Which they definitely have to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Ashley, in your honor, I thought we would do this today, and since you brought it up, let's listen to it, shall we? Yeah, look, I think it's a really good impression because no offense to this, maybe I'm crazy, but I think the rat-a-tat-tat stuff would have been even better if it had been Eminem. There's some really funny stuff there. It's a good copy. Mike, you were saying it's not him. Do you know for a fact? Mike?
I'm just looking into it now.
Yeah, I don't know who this little bite is, but that's who I imagine this is. It's like a whole bunch of...
Apparently Eminem hasn't made any comment on the trial or anything at all.
Channel does a bunch of Eminem copies.
Yeah.
And Eminem songs, so it's clearly someone who sounds like Eminem is my guess.
Written
or
and
it's
sung
like
by
AI
Lil
or
Bite.
something?
No, it's actually Lil Bite.
Lil Bite is who it is.
Wrote it and sang it.
But in the Eminem style, that is very, very good. Props to that. I'm working on 2 new Eminem songs. One is fairly small, is a big anthem. Work time to find a way to make these, especially big songs. He wants 10,000 subs. Yeah, it's clearly just a guy who sounds like Eminem, and it's good for them. That was funny. I wish Eminem would. He would have the biggest hit in the longest time if he really did do this. What were we gonna say, Mike?
I've just sent you a thing on Telegram.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's still fun. That was legit.
Yeah.
That was a legit track.
He synthesizes his voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obligatory. I'm not here for hurting anybody, and I never really liked that much. But I mean, I do love the whole like her imaginary world. That's correct because that is 100% correct at this point. Correct. Yeah.
Couch.
But yeah, it looks like it's been debunked.
Couch.
There you go. But it's still pretty insane copy there. For all you guys wondering what was happening and saying it's Eminem. It's not Eminem, but it sounds like Eminem. All right. We had another caller, but Ashley, did you figure yours out?
Oh, I had myself muted.
There we go.
My daughter just pointed that out to me.
Worries.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Anything else you want to say, Ashley?
I also wanted to point out my opinion about when Amber is doing these interviews and saying that the stuff isn't about him. She is very vain. She probably doesn't think that
this song is about her.
Him. He probably legit in her head thinks that she's talking about herself.
Yeah.
And that's why she keeps saying that it's not about him, because she wants it to be about her. That's just my opinion. But that was it.
Yeah, well said. Good. Thank you for alerting us to the song. That was fun. And enjoy your day.
All right. Thanks
Thanks so much for watching. See you, Ashley.
Thank you.
See
Bye.
Ya. All right, now I'm going to pick in Alice. You're next, Alice. I just saw it. Oh, my God. A lot of people in here. We got 50 people on the line. I'll try my best, but we'll try and get through these quicker. to hopefully new folks who haven't talking. It is Eminem's voice. It's like a sound alike. It's a I don't know what. It's not Eminem, but it sure sounds like Eminem.
Defo.
I missed you, Steph. Glad you had a good holiday. I will cash app you again to offset Judge Jill.
Aw, thank you.
From Shaban. Yeah, I was keeping an eye to see if Jill apologized. Mods didn't tell me. Maybe it was going fast though, so maybe we missed it. But oh well, we're moving on.
Oh yeah, I've
are
already
you there,
moved on.
Alice? Let me know if you get yours out. While Alice is figuring that out, I'm going to add Tabitha to see who gets in quicker. CB 2003 AH is getting her free speech and being paid for it. How bad does that look for mainstream media to pay a continuing liar? Love you, Steph and Popcorn Family. Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that they're paying is insane.
Yeah, and it also doesn't add to her narrative of saying that hers has been taken and she's been silenced.
Yeah. It's very strange. She's silenced. Okay. She's silenced, but I'll get paid to speak.
And I'm on primetime TV.
No what a miserable person.
Yeah. What happened to Me Too movement? Oh my goodness, it's stepped backwards. We can't speak out anymore. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to get paid a shiz ton of money for this interview right now where I get to speak out.
She's the worst. She's the worst. All right, well, did you get Alice? I see you, but I can't hear you. Alice is working on that. While we get Alice in, we'll go ask Alice in a minute if she gets her audio sorted out. Rachel B., she's continuing her abuse in public now. He can't run to a bathroom. She's exposing herself to us all. Facts. It's really telling to watch her continue to just not leave the car, right? She's not letting us leave the car. We're all experiencing it now in real time, and she doesn't even realize it. Terry Ackerman, perhaps Johnny is just letting her hang herself where he and his team could take out an injunction on her. We'll see. I do feel like all the lies and continuing to bash him is helping Johnny, not helping Amber. Aunt Sue, change the date to fill the picture more. Change the date to fit the picture more. AH lies. Yep. She's changing a lot of dates. Ronan Watley, love y'all. Great work. JD is fortunate that he didn't wind up like poor Phil Hartman. I know. Oh, what a tragic story that is. I was such a Phil Hartman fan. Still am, but oh, what a tragic loss. Saturday Night Live's Phil Hartman. News radio. So many. Jingle All the Way. I was a Phil Hartman fan. Michelle Waterfall. Steph does my head in, but I love her. It's a Yorkie trait. Is that a positive or a negative? It's both?
It's both. Basically, I annoy the hell out of her, but she still likes me all the same. Hey, whatever. Fair enough.
Jesus.
Good
Alice,
luck to
you
your
gotta
ass.
turn on your audio. Tabitha, are you there? All right, guys, you have like...
Andy?
Yes. Who's speaking? Tabitha.
Can you hear me? This is Tabitha.
There we go.
Hi,
Hello,
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Hey up, Tabitha.
Hi. Sorry, technical difficulties.
I get it. Everybody, I'll have to do a Zoom tutorial at some point for everybody to learn it. Alice, we're still waiting on you to figure your audio out. I can see you, but I can't hear you. But while Alice figures that out, Tabitha, what can we do for you?
So I just want to say a couple of things. One, you guys are great and phenomenal, and I didn't know anything about the trial. And I stumbled upon YouTube. I'm a mom of 3. I have a 12, a 7, and a 3-year-old. So I stumbled upon it one day and found Steph, and she was giving herself a full-on rant of this woman that I had never seen before. And I was like, man, she's telling it how it is, so I need to catch up. And so I watched you guys and listened to you guys throughout the trial. And I think the people that are hating on Steph don't understand that she's a person too. She's just like us, out in this public, just like everybody else, and has feelings. And we need to watch what we say to other people. Because unfortunately, Amber has made it into a world where we question more than we should. We should listen before we question the people.
Well said.
And my husband is actually been where Johnny is and did not get his redemption. And I've been SA and DV'd myself. So we support each other in that. But I think that sometimes you have to listen, you have to hear and give somebody the benefit of the doubt before you jump. Because I would have been prone to believe her because she was a female. if my husband hadn't been through that sort of thing myself. So I just wanted to say that. I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that there is support out there for you, Steph. We love you, Steph. And
Thank you. I adore you too.
High five to everybody.
Yeah, they're amazing comments, and thank you so much. There's so much love for you, Steph. And thank you, Tabitha. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Just keep watching, and yes, way more support than hate. That's for damn sure. It's completely outweighed.
I'm very lucky. A lot, like, just whether it's just not like really nice, kind words, or you're able to consider going further with a donation. Either way, guys, I swear on my damn life, it's helping me get through all this tough times, knowing that I'm not alone and I'm supported by a wonderful, kind community, and that I have my friends, Andy, Kim, Lewis, backing me. It's given me a lot of strength, so thank you.
Of course, and we have Captain Marvel on the phone now. Hello, are you there, Captain Marvel?
I'm here.
Welcome to the show. What can we do for you?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this all situated. I'm not quite sure how this works on my phone. So anyways, I did not really the whole thing from the very beginning. I remember the original items and thinking, well, this is just like completely out there. And I didn't really follow anything for a long time. And then I noticed that he was starting to get canceled from movies and things like that, and getting kind of caught up in everything. And then when I started watching it, basically like not knowing anything and being open, and I want to say it was like partway through the first week that there were things that were said that I knew were just completely false. I live in California. I've had to go through the process of a temporary restraining order and a restraining order. And it was a long, drawn out process. And the idea of mine was like a cyber stalking kind of situation. I had to get a PI involved. I had to get all this kind of stuff involved. And the idea of being believed that for the craziness that was happening, like he would call me and text me using my mother's phone number, using my son's phone number, and started having.
I think we lost her.
I don't think I was checking my internet thinking, is it me?
No,
But
it's
I
her.
know,
It was her connection. I was
think
gonna
it was
try.
hers,
I'm sorry,
unfortunately. I think
Captain
she's
Marvel,
rebooting.
but yeah, their connection keeps cutting in and out. It's really hard to hear at times too.
I'm sorry.
There we go. We'll try one more time. Just be quickly if you can.
There now.
Yeah, it just keeps cutting in. You get
No,
a second.
sorry.
Are you there? Yeah, I think it's her service.
No, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sorry, Captain Marvel, but I thank you for opening up.
In
Sorry we
there.
couldn't hear more of that, but yeah, try back again if you get another better area. We'll hear you out. All right, I'm inviting a couple more in. Let's see, Mike and the other Ibrahim. Let's see here as you guys get your devices sorted out. Meanwhile, Haunted Hijinks, he stole my line. Haha. Kim, someone sent you Cash App, you said, and Kim doesn't have Cash
Yeah,
App, so don't send
I just-
Kim Cash App because it's not Kim.
Yeah, I just want to be clear on that. I cannot have Cash App because I don't live in a country that supports Cash App. So the only way that I can receive a tip is through PayPal, and I don't want anybody sending money to somebody that, like, if someone's saying they're me and they're on Cash App, that's not real. And please let me know if that's happening because I need to shut that shit down.
Should look it up, actually. We should see because maybe that's a problem.
Yeah.
We will look at, but yeah, she's not on Cash App. Thank you for correcting. Mike, are you there? Mike G?
Can you hear me?
Yes, what's up, my man?
Yes.
This is like a little bit of a different thing, but you know, and just a small comment. I know sometimes I call in and I'm a little bit too long, but have you just like Googled Johnny Depp's name? If you Google his name, everything comes up Amber Heard. It's like
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Like the past few days, it's like
Let's
that
see
shows
here.
up on my phone when I search it
Johnny
up.
Depp lawyers blast Amber Heard jury. I mean, it's whatever's in the news first.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's IMDb is Wikipedia.
This
I
is-
mean, I'm not surprised.
I'm
He's-
not surprised either. And this is, believe it or not, a lot of this in the background is very much orchestrated because.
But it's not all
Google-
negative.
No, it's not all negative, no. But it's very orchestrated in the sense of, as we know, Google has a certain algorithm and certain websites that they'll push no matter what, this, that, and the other. And with Amber Heard's new PR team, they are totally behind this. They want to make sure, as far as I'm concerned, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that when you put in Johnny Depp's name in Google, what comes up ain't Johnny Depp and his new music and his touring or anything like that. It's all Amber Heard. Amber Heard saying that she's innocent. Amber Heard saying that Johnny Depp stole the monster, this, that, and the other, to reinforce the masses that regardless of the trial verdict, they got it wrong and Johnny Depp is still a monster. That is my theory on it all.
One of the biggest things I just wonder is like these journalists that are writing that, do they feel like bad about writing this stuff? Do they believe her? Do they like? Is there any opportunity to talk to a journalist that wrote that and see what their actual personal opinion is? Like, I don't think I would be able to feel good about, you know, writing these kinds of articles.
There's no such thing as a free press. A lot of the mainstream media, they are not necessarily told what to say. They're just, from what I've learned about it, told what not to say. And that there's an agenda and you've got to follow that. And if you don't follow that and if you don't toe the line, then you're out. It's as simple as that. Some of them, I can imagine, they'll be writing this BS and know that it's BS. But they're writing it for a paycheck. They're writing it to pay the bills. And others will write it because they are freaking delusional. But yeah. What do you think, Mike, to that? You agree, not agree? Like, what the deuce?
I think, yeah, I mean, I agree. I just, it's just frustrating to watch it. Like, I know I've mentioned before, I've been through like similar situations, and it's kind of almost like, it's just shocking, you know, to see it portrayed that way when you kind of like, how can anybody see it any other way than, I know everybody has opinions, but how can you see it any other way than what the evidence shows? So,
because
anyway.
the spin now is, when the victim goes in court, the probability is that they'll lose because less than 5% actually result in an actual conviction where the victim actually wins, right? So
that's what I would
yeah.
there, actually.
Yeah. So it's spinning that narrative now. She lost, but she didn't lose because she was wrong. She lost because the system's broken. The system is set up where it's very, very rare that the victim can actually win. Here's the statistics. The victim rarely wins. And look what happened. Chances of probability, I freaking lost. Well, what do you know? That ain't surprising. The victims rarely win in these cases anyway. So she's peddling that. It's sick.
Thank you for having me on. I love you all. You're all fantastic. You deserve every ounce and morsel of money you make, and even more. I send whatever I can, but you know, spend it however you want. You're doing great work.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you, man. I always love your calls.
Mike.
I appreciate your
We
support.
love you too.
Good dude. Where are you calling from?
Hamilton, Ontario.
Oh, Ontario.
I think I've talked to you a few times. I think I remember
right.
you.
It's like I thought it was Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadians are always so nice. I can just tell. I'm like, you're Canadian.
We try.
You try. It is true. They are. I went.
You've never watched Suits, then?
No, I guess not. I'm sure they. Oh no, but she was Meghan Markle's not Canadian.
No, but she's basically honorary Canadian at this point.
Yeah. You guys can have her. She ain't ours anyway.
In all fairness, though, she is legit. Like she is like best friends with one of our past prime minister's sons, who's like a big reporter. So yeah, she's kind of been like grandfathered in at this point.
Good.
Yeah, you fucked Kim. Sorry.
Yeah, Steph's like, good. Take her in, please. All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate it, dude. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go up to the top. Let's see. Wow, we got a lot. Oh my goodness, 60 people. This would be an insane nightmare stream right now.
Oh, nightmare stream.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, I just picked two. Kelly and Ange have both been admitted. Let's see who gets on first. Oh yeah, there is female me and Kelly. Angie and Kelly, what's up, you two?
Hey.
I'm good. Hi. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Good.
Stephanie, I just want to tell you, Jill got it completely wrong. I want you to enjoy your time with your family. You needed it. And I do adore your rants. You say what we're all feeling. You say what a lot of us don't have the voice to say. And I want to say I appreciate you for doing that. And, we all want to rant from time to time. So have at it. Go for it, girl. Move ahead with your life. I'm so proud that you're doing what you need to take care of yourself and your mental health. And you're getting yourself back on your feet. So do not listen to the naysayers. Do not listen to any of the negative, because you know what? They don't walk in your moccasins, my dear. They don't walk in your shoes. They don't walk in your slippers. They don't walk in anything to do with your life. You've earned the respect and the money that you guys get. So just move forward and ignore the negative. Just ignore it. So
thank you.
It's just welcome.
I've over the past week, when I go to Italy, it's not really a holiday as such. I'm with family. Like it's
yeah, that's not always a holiday.
No, it's not like
families and its own stress.
Seriously, there's a lot of drama in my family. You don't freaking want to know. Oh my goodness. But anyways, but it's yeah, with everything that's been going on, over the last week. I've come to realizations. I've discovered things and realized things that's been happening over the years with me, and it's a case of, believe it or not, I lost a part of me throughout all these years, and I'm getting that back. I'm claiming that back. What was taken away, I'm claiming that back, and I'm claiming back my self-respect, and I'm claiming back that thing where I don't cower. It's strange that's coming out of my gob. I know. All the bravado I've got, I still do cower from time to time, and I'm learning that I need to stand up for myself more and not put myself down or allow any other people to put me down, because I'm worth more than that. And so that's probably the best way that I can put it, is that I am finding out what my actual worth is. And it's more than what I ever thought.
From someone who has actually left a 15-year relationship myself in the past, I will tell you, you are going through a grieving process, just like you would with any other type of relationship. You have to go through all the stages. You have to accept for yourself at every level. And you know what? You are going to find, once you get completely free of this, that you've probably lost a little bit of yourself along the way. And you're going to rediscover what that was, and even decide whether or not you even want to get those parts back, or you will decide to move forward and find some better parts about yourself. So just enjoy the process, take it one step at a time, allow yourself the time to cry, to laugh, to all of that, because you have to go through all of those, and it's all part of our growth and becoming better people. So don't let anybody turn off your lights and your glow, because you are a wonderful human being, and I do appreciate that you are on the same planet with me. So just know that.
Well said.
The chat with hearts.
Well said, female Andy. I approve.
Lots of hearts. Flood the chat.
Now onto the negative, and Amber.
Yes, let's bitch on Amber more.
I've been quiet all week. I haven't been on any of the lives with anybody this week because I'm just sitting back, just going, "Oh my, what the hell?" You know, she's canceling herself. I mean, we are all looking at all this stuff that she's doing, but truthfully, she is canceling herself through all of this stuff, and it will come back to haunt her. Because she's becoming more and more like that noise that nobody wants to listen to anymore. And the more she keeps up with this rant, the more we turn her off. The more people are turning away. She's actually probably losing more followers than we think she is because people are getting sick and tired of hearing the same crap over and over again. Well, she is going to end up canceling herself out.
Yeah, and to echo that, Angie, I think it's the other thing people don't realize is like the followers she is gathering, they're not passionate. They're just probably like casual Today Show watchers who are like, oh, poor girl. Okay, great. And they move on. Like she wants supporters, and she's got to be losing some of them seeing how she continues to just do this. It makes no sense.
Well, one of the stupidest things I heard this week was somebody had told me, because I had mentioned some of my own DV thing on a tweet, and I was told I was projecting my experiences on this. I was like, you're kidding me, right? Because I'm speaking from experience of my own. So when I hear her talking and the things that were coming out of her mouth were the same things that I heard from my person. And I'm like, that alone gave me the insight of, you know, how they talk, how they act, what they say, how they get, and not all of it is physical. A lot of it is psychological and mental. And I was trying to explain to this person that the monster that Johnny was talking about wasn't the physical monster. This was the monster of, she had convinced him that he was the bad guy in all of this and that it was his fault that she was becoming violent and angry and chasing him through the house, and he's hiding in bathrooms or he's leaving to go to one of his other 13 homes just to get away from her. That's the monster that, you know, and she had convinced him of this. So there was this, just being called a monster doesn't necessarily mean that he was being physically abusive to her. Now, granted, I never said that he was walking around wearing white and being all knight in shining armor. He's got his own demons he has to work through. And I think he's obviously very aware of them because he admitted to them on the stand. So, but at least he admitted to it, you know, and he's not up there spreading any more crap about what's going on. He's moving on with his life. He's making choices to make a healthy future for himself. And he's letting her sink her own, you know, ship right now. And I think that's the best way to go about this. And I think he's doing the right thing. But don't get me wrong. I think there's something going on behind the scenes with everybody that's got power for him. So I don't think we're quite done with hearing out of his camp. But that's just my take. I'll be quiet now because you guys, I come on here and then I go on these little mini rants myself because I love his ranting and stuff.
Appreciate you as always, Angie. Always nice to see you. Thank you for calling in. As I break the next one in, and we'll give Kelly her turn.
You guys take care, and I will see you guys soon.
You too. Right, thank you, Angie. Take care, hon.
Bye. And welcome Kelly to the show. Hey, Kelly. Thanks for being patient.
Yes.
How's it going, Kelly?
Hey, up.
Is it me? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can see you, yes.
We can. Hey, Kelly.
Yes, we can.
Okay. It's my first time ever doing this. I'm Grinder Spoons. I'm the one that had surgery.
Oh, Grinder Spoons. There it is.
So I quite literally make miniature spoons. I created them for my mom. She had stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and I was her caregiver. She lost feeling in her hands from chemo and couldn't pack her bowl. I didn't know your stance on cannabis, which is why I didn't want to just send off.
Oh, it's for, I mean,
the address.
No, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, send us spoons.
It should be legalized.
Okay.
I'm from Canada.
Awesome.
I am pro.
And I've sent to Canada. I've got a few people in Canada, and I've got my patent going and all this stuff. So I understand when people hear Grinder Spoons, they're like, Grinder, like the app, like what kind of spooning are we?
Yeah, everyone said I had a dirty mind, Julie, Kelly, but it was like, yeah, Grinder. I think of the app exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't think that through coming up with my brand name because not really an app that I would be using, but regardless. So I wanted to let you guys know, like, hey, I'm not a crazy person. Well, I'm crazy in the good way.
Good.
But I found your channel. It's the first time I've ever utilized YouTube for any sort of entertainment in this manner. And I had surgery last week, and I just found out today that everything is cancer-free.
Yes!
Bravo!
So
That's worth celebrating.
I'm feeling really good. So I had to share and do my first ever super chats, and I tipped you through the other link. But you guys just do amazing work. I don't know if you can see, I sit at my bed, I'm making spoons. I hand make everything all day, every day. So being stuck here, I mean, if I have to leave the room to do anything, I carry you guys with me. Your coverage is amazing. I feel like you guys are just so thorough and real, and you guys are just doing really amazing work. And I want to speak to the cancel theory. And Andy, I absolutely agree with you that we should not, I don't believe that canceling is the right terminology for, like Johnny Depp. Like, he wasn't canceled, he was accused of stuff. When you're canceled, it's because you've been found to have said something inappropriate. Like, it's an unfair, loaded, judgmental word that has gained so much momentum that it's thrown around so casually, and it carries a much greater weight than most people realize, because people have a very different understanding of what canceling a person is, what canceling a celebrity is, because it's a huge spectrum. And I don't understand why these people in Hollywood that are so vocal, they Me Too times up, why has nobody come forward and vocally said, we agree that men can be receivers of DV just the same way as women can? Why is that conversation not being had out in the open?
It's a great question.
That's what I do not understand how that, because Camille, when she had that interview, her and Ben Chu, and she said, DV does not have a gender. Why was that not a talking point after that? It's so wrapped up in Amber Heard is, she's, and I love, it was just a competition of, I'm uncredible. Like, yeah, that's what a defamation trial is. So for somebody that researched what free speech is, maybe check that word.
Well, she couldn't talk to the Greeks, I guess. She couldn't find any Greeks to ask.
Apparently she
It's called John Stamos or something. Yeah, come on.
No.
But I think, again, like, yes, she should be gone from Aquaman 2. It would have been a trigger reaction, just like it was for Johnny Depp. And for him to have a 30-plus year history, good history, solid history, good guy, if for that to be wiped out, and for her to have been proven, like, I don't understand how people can't just go back and look and say, oh yeah, she lied here, she lied here, she lied here, she lied here. And that's not okay. And it's not only that she lied about a very serious issue, and she did damage to that movement. And to continue to claim to be a voice for that group is very obviously conceited, as we know. It's unfair. And I just want to say to Kim that I think that you being open with your experiences is absolutely amazing, and it's so greatly appreciated. I appreciate the trust that you give all of us to open up. And Steph, don't listen to Jill. Bye, girl. She can go join Amber Heard.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. We don't know you.
Exactly. Saint Felicia, the patron saint of goodbyes. That's what you need to send her.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are amazing. You truly, when somebody is stuck in bed for weeks worrying about, like, am I going to find out if I have cancer? You guys have truly just you've been the wind beneath my wings, even though I'm trapped in bed. So I want to say thank you. You guys are doing amazing work. Obviously, as a thank you, I would love to send you.
Please
stuff.
send us the spoons. I love it.
Tell me your favorite colors. And since I'm an official partner of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, so I donate $1 for every spoon that I sell or give out. So just tell
Kelly,
me your,
I suffer from pancreatitis. So
do you?
Yeah, what you're doing is cause very close to my heart. So thank you so much.
It was.
So you know, people with pancreatitis, they have a higher probability percentage of it actually developing into pancreatic cancer. And so it's one of the cancers that I believe is like one of the less well-known, less understood cancers. So anything that anyone can do to support their local pancreatic cancer charity to help with research is absolutely vital, because unfortunately it's one of those cancers that if you've got it 99% of the time, and this is probably like, this is me saying it, you're fucked. Basically, you're done. It's
a death sentence is what we've accepted as a society, and that's why there's no money going into the research, because we have all just accepted, okay, well, when you get it, that's just what it is. It's harder to genetically be tracked or marked. So it's this past year, we raised the 5-year survival rate by 1% from 10 to 11%, and that 1% only affects 652 families. That's how small even the population that have pancreatic cancer and find out before they even pass. So it's scary because it's under research, it's underfunded. There's more money in big pharma for chemo and all of those things as opposed to research. And like PanCan is short for that charity, the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. They are amazing. They fund clinical trials, pancreatic cancer research, patient advocates to help patients navigate clinical trials, educational forums, cancer support groups. So if there's anybody in here that has a family member that's been, dealt with pancreatic cancer, I highly recommend just going over to their website, donating $1 or $2. 87 cents from every $1 that goes to them goes directly into all of that research and everything. So it's not like one of those charities where they're like, yeah, we'll take your $1 and only put 30 cents of it towards. They're the top ranked pancreatic cancer charity, and I hope that your health improves. I hope that you stay on top of everything, and the fact that you're aware of it is so important, and that makes me so happy, because a lot of people ignore stuff. So I commend you on that.
When I commend you,
doctor and find stuff.
I commend you for doing this. Please send us the spoons and more information. We will look into it and then hopefully help spread the word. You can get my P.O. box in the description. Reach out to Steph and them, and you can get that information too. But send on over a spoon. Happily check it out. And thank you for your support and being so kind. And bravo to you on all the stuff you're fighting strong. We got your back. We believe in you. You got this, girl. And thank you for being part of this community. You seem like a lovely person.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Get
Thank you for letting me in.
Yeah, we want to get spooned by Kelly. You need to make the shirt.
I will try and find through Instagram or some way to message you. Andy, I followed you on Instagram, or you can look at grinderspoons.com and pick out your color and just
let me know.
I'm Grinder Spoons on Instagram.
Grinder Spoons, there it is. I love it. Thank you so much for all the positivity. Stay strong.
Absolutely.
We got you, Kelly.
You guys keep
Lovely
going
to meet
with
you.
everybody. Thank you for your time. So much peace, love, light, positivity sent your way. Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Kelly.
She's awesome. Loved Kelly. Thank you for all that. I can't wait to get my spoon. Ooh. All right. Malin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello. All right, I gotta
Malin.
wrap up. I got a half hour and I got 60 people in this room, so I am gonna have to start cracking the whip. So I'm warning everybody in advance.
you
I will
hear
be
me?
over talking, interrupting, whatever I gotta do to
We
make sure you
can
guys get your
now.
thoughts in. So Malin, you're in. What's your thoughts? What did you want to say?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes.
Yeah. I where I live, we don't have this court system, and because I'm living in Sweden, my thought, if someone done that here, that Amber has done to Johnny, we go to the police, and we can get 2 years in prison.
Okay.
Can he done something like that too now?
I think the difficulty is a lot of the time, I know there's limitations on when you can report if someone has hurt you and press charges. And the lawsuit that we just experienced was a civil lawsuit. And usually civil lawsuits are between one person to another person. It's usually over money. At least that's my understanding. And it normally does not include prison time. It would have to be a very unique situation for that to happen in the civil court. So I think that's part of why. Am I wrong on that, guys? I don't.
So it is kind of two different courts then?
Yeah, because there's like court that you would get of charges being pushed against you, and then there's civil court, which is like I have an issue with this person and I'm going after them because they owe me this.
Because in Sweden we only have one court.
Yeah.
No, we have two.
two.
Yeah, we have two as well. We have magistrates court, and then we have like the crown court. Magistrates court are for like little itty bits, but then the crown court is like for the big, massive kind of proper, like you evil murdering dicks kind of, you know. So yeah, we've kind of got like a 2-court level kind of system as well. Again, I don't know what it's like in America or Sweden, but here, if what she alleges is actually true, which hell no it isn't, as far as I'm concerned. But if it were, then she could have gone to police, and if proven, he would have actually gone away. There would have been prison sentence. I mean, you've got the bottle, you've got so you got that, the essay. You've got actual like DV, like she could have got him for what we call GBH, so grievous bodily harm, because if she's saying that, you know, he's using his fists against her face and he's got those ready-made knuckle dusters, those rings, that could be seen as GBH, grievous bodily harm, and he could have got sent down for that as well. So yeah.
That had I'm stressed. Because if someone gets charged with this here in Sweden, they go to prison, no time. Also, throw the keys away and we will never spoke about that person again. Now I have, we in Sweden, through this trial, have seen now in direct TV how a court in USA works, because other times we just hear it on the news. Now we see direct, and I have never been a Johnny Depp fan. I have looked in Chocolate Factory and Pirates sometimes with my kids, but never been, Johnny Depp, never in my life. But now when I see what Amber done to him is so wrong, because she will never, never, never let him go.
Agreed. I appreciate the comments, Sarah Malin. I was listening, but I had my text I had to respond to. But I appreciate you. I want to try to wrap it up so I can get to the next caller. But I appreciate all your thoughts, Malin. Wonderful to meet you. Okay.
My name is Malin.
Marlene, okay.
Marlene.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, my apologies. Marlene, thank you
No,
so
no,
much. Wonderful to
don't
meet
worry.
you, and thank you for your support, okay?
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. And then, Abraham, are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi?
How do I,
Can
sorry.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you. Can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. I just want to show my moral support for Steph. Hi, hey up, Steph.
Hey,
Um,
oh, baby.
I'm from Yorkshire as well, and
Dude.
yeah, I'm from Bradford as well. I just want to share my quick thoughts. I don't want to troll anybody's live stream. I don't want to troll anybody's live stream, but I just want to share my quick thoughts about this Amber Heard.
Yep, go ahead.
I think it's absolutely embarrassing. I'm 33 years old. I have autism and Asperger's syndrome, and I have a brain to know the difference between right and wrong. And I find it very heartbreaking that my heart goes out to all victims, all victims. I'm not saying this to get attention. I just want to say this on behalf of everybody. And I never wanted to wish any ill will towards anybody, even if I'm not liked. I just try to stay strong and try to get on with my own life. And I'm a DC and Marvel fan. I love pop culture, regardless of our passions being invaded by politics. We all need escapism from our family problems, and my heart goes out to everybody who's suffering. And I haven't experienced any of those things. I'm not married. I still live with my parents, but I can still see other people's pain, and I don't want to make anybody sad in this panel, and I hope just let me know when to stop, because I don't want anybody to feel, I don't want other people to feel embarrassed, and God bless.
Yeah, no, well said.
So
No,
sweet of you to say. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for opening up, and thank you for supporting us. You sound amazing and wonderful. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Yorkshire represent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I plug into my channel if you want me to? I don't mind.
Sure.
Basically that's my channel name. If anybody is interested, I'm not here to troll anybody. God bless.
Thank you so much. Appreciate.
Okay,
Great to hear from you. Thank you so much for calling. Jalen, are you there? Jalen.
Just connecting to audio.
Okay, Jalen said, pick me, and their names. And that worked. But now everyone's going to do it, so it won't work again. But now they don't have their audio set up. All right, let's try while we wait. Claire's next. And while we wait for that, Grammy Jean, thank you so much. I hear Amber is challenging Johnny to get out of an interview for 1 hour with Savannah. Oh, she did. There was a comment I meant to read it. Amber responded. Where was that? Thank you for pointing that out, because I did mean to say that.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I am here.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello,
Sorry,
Jalen.
here was the, before we get to you, caller. Heard's legal team told Insider that if Mr. Depp or his team have a problem with this, we recommend that Johnny himself sit down with Savannah Guthrie for an hour and answer all her questions.
Yeah, they're butter when Johnny Depp's legal team goes around answering questions and going on interviews. So
yeah, I feel like she doesn't have any questions though. She already asked the lawyers. Like, if I've ever seen projection, it's that. And again, what does Amber want? Johnny to come out and talk about her. Please talk about me. Please talk about me. Please no. And he's not going to do it. I'd be shocked if he does it. I'd be shocked.
He should do it, because at the end of the day, all the questions that were asked in court. He's answered. He's answered now. He doesn't need to answer anymore. It's as simple as that. She wants him to go on record to try and trip himself up. He would never, because he's telling the truth, but that's what she's hoping. And I hope that Johnny Depp don't go into that trap, because that's a trap right there.
I don't think he will.
Let's see. We had Claire, and then we have Jalen. Are you there, Jalen? We'll go to Jalen quick. You were up on first.
I am here.
Welcome, Jalen. What can we do for you? Again, I got to keep you guys, so if I see me waving, anybody in the Zoom, it'll mean like, hey, I got to move on to the next caller. It's not trying to be rude. So, Jalen, real quick, what did you want to talk about?
I just quickly wanted to say, Amber Heard, she wants to be recognized as a victim so bad that she makes us victims triggered. Like, she triggers trauma on real victims because of the fact that she wants to be noticed so bad with like no evidence to support her claims or anything else as far as that goes. So I think that she should consider, if she wants people to believe her story, maybe she shouldn't push herself so bad onto people. And because she said something about not being a perfect victim, and there's never, ever a perfect victim. So she should be ashamed of herself.
Well said. I love it.
Yep.
There it is, Jalen. Glad I picked you. Well said. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry, I guess. Claire, you're up next. What is your
Hi.
thought? Welcome to the show.
You guys can hear me okay, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good, Jay.
Awesome. Steph, sweetheart, I love you. And the fact that you're back, can I just say, I appreciate your face.
Oh, I appreciate your face too, lass. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you had a good break. Yeah, this whole thing with Amber is just getting so dog tired. It really, really is. We're going round and round in circles with her spouting the same, to use her own words, vitriol about what's been happening. She just needs to pull her big girl pants up and get on with her life. Maybe.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, that was all I really wanted to say, other than thank you guys for all the coverage you've done. Love watching all of you. I'm sub to all of you. And keep up the really good work. And God bless a lot of you.
Cheers, lass.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the call, Claire. Great to meet you.
Bye.
I'm gonna do.
Bye.
I'm doing. We're gonna do rapid fire. All right. Zozo was up next, and I see we have Tanea on next. But Zozo, you were first. What's up, Zozo?
Yeah. Hi. I've been watching since like the very start of the trial. I'm a practicing actor. I'm training to be an actor myself. So watching Amber Heard on stand after seeing so many bad actors from my time in training, it it puts every other bad actor I've seen to shame because she was so bad.
She really was bad. I just give me. I want one more comment from you. Like, as an actor, right? At scene, like there was a whole prep. I feel like before she even spoke, all those breaths, everything just felt like a prep. For as the actor expert here, what was the most telling sort of sign of, oh, this person's terribly acting?
Before I go on stage, I always give myself like a little pep talk, and every time she looked down, it's as if she's mentally giving herself that pep talk.
100%.
Totally
Yeah.
see that.
I
That's
agree
really
with
good
that.
feedback. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Call Zozo. Call back again sometime when I'm not rushing through everybody, because I'd love to pick your brain more for more actor mechanisms tonight, maybe after Dateline. Appreciate you, Zozo. Thanks so much for calling.
Of course.
Thank you, Zozo.
Take care. All right. The next up was Taniaya. How do I say that?
You said it right the first time. It's Tanea.
Tanea. All right, great. Woohoo, Tanea. Great to meet you. Thank you for calling in.
Hey up, Tanea.
A couple of things. You guys are great. You're wonderful. Steph, all the love to you. I'm so sorry for that hate from before. I know that you're going really quickly, so I just wanted to say, Amber's never going to stop. My mom was a victim of DV, and even after she left, her husband, he continued to go after her. And then the next husband after that, ultimately she lost her life to him. And he is in jail, but still continuing to put us, the family, through it. So she's never going to stop. She's never going to stop, because they are in that, they don't see that they did anything wrong. They just continue to traumatize people.
Oh, so depressing. But well said, and I agree with you. Wonderful to meet you. Thank you so much for supporting us and
nice
watching.
to meet you guys. You guys are great. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You are great.
See you later.
You're great. Adam, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, are you there, Adam?
Hey, up, Adam.
Hey, how are you guys?
What's up?
Not doing too bad, mate.
I say, I just wanted to call out 60 Minutes Australia. I feel like every single thing they've done is an absolute hit piece. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen their latest video. 90% of it is just targeting Depp, and like 10% of it's heard. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this is a woman who took advantage of your laws, and you're kissing her bloody ass. What the hell is going on with you?
I don't disagree.
I mean, well, for one thing, the bloody 60 Minutes episodes aren't even 60 minutes either, so you're kind of lying there as well. I mean, what's wrong with you?
The most get Lionel Hutz on the lines. One of my favorite Simpsons is where he's like, "It's the best case since I've sued the Never-Ending Story." It's true. 60 Minutes is never 60 minutes. It's with commercials. But yeah, Christopher Melcher was in the first one, and he was really upset. I know, just sort of like on how the piece was spinned. Like, he didn't say negative stuff. He gave his typical fair coverage. But yeah, it was very frustrating to see Nick. Nick really turned on everybody. He's like, well, it's wrapping down. I'm going to tell you what I really feel like. See ya. Take all your money.
Yeah.
It was sad.
That's an absolute weird one. Also, Steph, love you, and fuck Jill. That's basically it.
Thank you, Adam.
Is that our next shirt?
Dude, I'm thinking this dude's like UK represent. Whereabouts from UK are you from? You sound British, mate.
St. Neots in Cambridge.
That'll do. Well, yeah, okay, hang on a minute. Cambridge, you're southerner, alright? But because of what you said, you're one of those that I'll respect you. You're alright. Ish.
Wow, good for you, Adam. You got the respect
that's
as a
high praise
southerner.
from me.
I can't imagine doing that here.
Trust me, love, you don't know me.
No, sorry. No, that's my sense of humor, dude. Oh, please don't take that the wrong way.
No, I'm joking.
I think he's he's shitting on you back. I love it.
He's shitting on me.
We got to get these two connected, Kim. I don't know. There's something in the air here. Adam, we got to reach out and say hi to Steph.
No, I don't think my missus would appreciate that.
Well, too bad.
No,
Fair enough.
We're good.
No, never mind. But anyway, cool. Appreciate your call, Adam. Cool dude. Thanks for being here.
Cheers, guys. Love you.
I'd see you.
Bye.
I tried, Steph. I was like, ooh, wait, maybe a new friendship. But no.
No.
Yeah, no. All right, Jesse, are you there, Jesse? Jesse's got to unmute. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna step out my car because I got my 1-year-old in the car and I have a.
Well, you got like 30 seconds, so whatever it is, talk as you're doing it.
Okay, so first I want to say you're the first person I ever subscribed to, and now I have joined you.
Woo!
And I couldn't wait to get paid today. Today was payday, so I had to join you, especially after that whole bitch incident. I don't know what the hell was her problem, but after that,
right?
Oh, did you see that, Steph? Did you watch the bitch talk?
Oh my god!
No.
Oh yeah, because you were nodding your head. I had a whole debate with a caller. I had this caller. She commented, and then she commented like the most frustrating thing about that is when I was like, "Well, you came at me pretty heavy." It's like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "You made 3 super chats calling out the fact that you clearly wanted me to call me out." And then she was like, "Well, she was mad, Steph, because at one point during the show, with all the women on the panel, I confidently said, 'Man, Amber Heard's a bitch.'" And she's like, "I couldn't believe you said that so confidently in front of so many women."
Because we're like so fragile.
Yeah, like these fragile women couldn't have stood up to me. Oh, so sorry, Kim. It was unbelievable. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, and then I thought about it because I was like, for a second, I was like genuinely like, oh crap, did I offend somebody? Like, did I do something wrong? I didn't mean to. And then I sat there and I'm like, no, I'm going to double down. And I'm like, I actually remember now the moment before I said bitch, because I'm very careful on how I use bitch, because I know you can use it, improperly to offend somebody the wrong way. And I was like, no, Amber Heard is a bitch. And I fought back and I stood up. And then by the end of the caller, this woman was going off of me. We pulled up the definition of bitch and she agreed Amber Heard was a bitch.
That was just the best. It was just the best. I loved it. I even had to go back to replay, like, hold on, he did take a second before he said it. But I was saying it throughout the whole trial. She's a freaking fucking bitch. My mouth was going off, especially being a DV myself. And when she said that she loved Johnny, oh my God, I went on a rant. I was like, where's Steph? Where's Steph? Like, I miss her. I need her here now. Like, I need to go on a rant with her. Like, I called my best friend. I was like, where is she?
Well, let me put it this way, actually, because with everyone saying that they love my rants and all that lot, I have been, even when I was off the past week, I have been working on, you know, new kind of concepts for my channel, and there is going to be one that is going to be called #StephRants.
Yes.
It's going to be once a week, just unapologetically, me just ranting the hell out. Whatever comes out of me gob comes out of me gob, and that's it. So yeah, you guys love me rants. You're going to get a lot more, so stay tuned.
I'm definitely subscribing, so please let me know. I can't wait.
Can't wait as well.
Yes, subscribe. Get me to 40,000. Yes, that's the next goal.
I'm
Next
definitely
goal.
subscribed to everybody. But thank you so much.
Thank
I love
you,
how y'all
Jesse.
been following you since the trial.
Thank you,
And
Jesse.
thank you for supporting and joining. You're amazing. Really, really cool of you. And yes, please call in again. You're fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sterling, are you there, Sterling?
You can you hear me?
What's up, dude?
Hi, Sterling.
Hey.
Finally,
Hey,
another guy on the panel. All right, what's up, dude?
Love y'all channel, man. Pulled up on y'all while I was researching this child. Slight bone to pick with y'all.
Okay.
So throughout the time when y'all have been talking about the child, y'all have brought up Chris Brown a lot. At certain times, even comparing him to Amber Heard. And I don't think that Chris Brown gets the same grace that people want to give Johnny Depp when he was accused. Yes,
But Chris Brown has beaten Rihanna. We all agree on that, right?
Hang on. No. I see where he's coming from.
I think you got what he's saying, yeah.
No, I think I know where he's coming from. Okay, I think, Sterling, with all the respect in the world, I think you've accidentally got it twisted. When I've been on stream and we've been talking about the Chris Brown Rihanna situation, it's in reference to Rihanna's picture of the after effect of what Chris Brown did to her, and you compare that to the pictures that Amber Heard take of what she alleges Johnny Depp did to her. Now you see Rihanna's photo and it's freaking heartbreaking. He's an absolute monster for what he did to her, right? It's there, you can see it. There's emotions that come out when you look at that photo. I think of that photo now and I'm starting. It's awful what happened to her. Absolutely unforgivable, right? But then you look at Amber Heard's photos that she submitted to court as evidence, where she's saying, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, ready-made freaking knuckle dusters, she says. She said she never knew a time when Johnny did not have rings on his fingers, right? And she's saying that he used her fist with those rings, right? Contact with her face. And all we see when it comes to those kind of pictures is a little bit of a bruise there and maybe a little bit of redness here, this, that, and the other. I would imagine that if someone's coming at me with ready-made freaking knuckle dusters at my face, I would be looking more like, unfortunately, the Rihanna picture than a freaking Amber Heard picture. And so it's not that we're comparing Chris Brown to Johnny Depp or anything like that. It's the pictures. That's what we were on about. Does that make a bit more sense now, mate?
Absolutely. First off, whenever you go on rants, I get slightly aroused. I want to say that first. Second, everything that you're saying, I agree with you. I agree with you. There was times when it was brought up, like when she was going on the tour. I remember saying, "Oh, what if Chris Brown went on the tour after?" But I don't think it's known that Rihanna hit him first. And I'm not saying that what he did to her was right. it was absolutely wrong what he did to her. But the one thing why this trial is getting the traction that it's getting, that it's holding women accountable for their part of this stuff kind of happening. Chris Brown absolutely shouldn't have did what he did. The only difference between him and Johnny Depp is that he actually responded to being abused.
I mean, man, I hear what you're saying. It's never okay to hit a woman, in my point, as a man. That's where I stand, and he hit her hard, dude. He hit her hard. So I hear you. That wasn't defense, man. I'm sure Rihanna was at him. I get you. Girls with nails. I'm talking, man. I'll take this over, ladies, if you don't mind. Let me. Girls can really be brutal. I hear you, man. And if a girl really wants to get out, then yes, a dude sometimes might have to be like, I'm not, like do some moves to get out of that situation if it gets brutal. But you can't tell me Chris Brown didn't go too far with that, no?
Absolutely. He went too far. Absolutely. But
so that it's hard to. I can't simp for Chris Brown. I know Rihanna's made her own things. They were in love. What he did wasn't right, dude. And Johnny didn't do that. And Johnny was against someone who was cutting his finger off. And Johnny was man enough to not hit back, right?
Here's the thing, though. What she did wasn't right.
Who?
And what Rihanna did wasn't right. Hitting him.
Were you there?
Assaulting him.
Were you there? Do you know who really instigated it? Because I don't have audio tapes like I do with Johnny and Amber. You're speaking so confidently in defense of Chris and saying Rihanna did it, but do we know that for a fact?
Well, the only reason why they got in a fight is because she caught him cheating.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
So how do you know that so sure? How could you say that so confidently?
I've been in a similar situation.
But were you there? You can't project your own situation and then give Chris Brown a pass. He hit her too hard, did he not?
He shouldn't have hit her at all.
Thank you. I was hoping to hear that from you, my man. That's the issue, right?
He shouldn't have hit her at all. But she shouldn't have hit him. And that's
okay.
Hang
on. No. This is where I'm drawing the line here, because at the end of the day, right, you've got Rihanna, yeah. You've got Chris Brown. Rihanna is dainty when you compare herself physically to Chris Brown. Even if Rihanna did hit Chris Brown,
right?
Wouldn't have been much damage. No freaking way. Rihanna was absolutely destroyed physically by Chris Brown. If she hit Chris Brown, was that justification for what Chris Brown did to Rihanna? No. What should have happened is any real man, any true man, as far as I'm concerned, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, if a woman hits you, don't hit back. You don't hit back. You restrain the woman and you walk away from the situation. You never, ever, ever respond by bunching her back. No freaking way.
Yeah, and I do.
You can't turn around and say that, oh, well, Rihanna hit Chris Brown, so, he had justification to respond back physically.
Never said that. Never said that.
It was what you were implying. That why bring up that Rihanna hit him first in the first place? Why bring that up? Why bring that up?
Well, let's hear what he says.
What I'm implying is that we do not hold her accountable for her actions. Is what I'm implying.
But what I don't want to keep
about right now about Amber Heard.
But what's frustrating to me is you're saying all right. Hold on, let me talk. My turn. Yes, we're good for a second. Let me get something off because I hate to repeat myself, but I'm still. What are you basing this on? You keep saying like, oh my God, Chris was so hurt and Rihanna was what are you basing this on? Because what I saw were photos of Rihanna where her face was destroyed. That's why I'm a little confused how there's any justification for that. I don't care what Rihanna did. I didn't see pictures of Chris Brown looking like that. I didn't see him cut. Like, was he on fire? Was she shooting at him with a gun? I'm talking about if he's getting shot with a machine gun, all right, fine. I could see maybe he's got to defend himself and start hitting whoever's shooting him with a machine gun. I don't understand the connection, man, of how you're trying to justify. Well, why doesn't she get accountability? What basis and evidence are you going after to show that Chris Brown was injured and that Rihanna even hit him?
Yeah.
Real quick,
Where are you getting that
right,
from?
Real quick to go right back to saying you don't care what Rihanna did. What if I said I don't care what Amber did?
Whoa. You're goalpost shifting. You got to answer me this question or I'm moving on. What evidence do you have that Rihanna did that?
I'm just going by what happened. Why would he?
But you're not going by what happened, dude.
Can I finish?
Well, no, because I don't really want to keep hearing it if you're going to keep talking about your own experiences and what you're listening to what Chris Brown said, because that's what Amber Heard did. We are basing our opinions about Amber and Johnny off of audio tapes, right? We can hear her abusing him. We didn't have that luxury in the Chris Brown Rihanna thing. It was more complicated. And Rihanna, I think, was stuck and had some issues of clearly loved her abuser, right? It was, and I don't think it was healthy. That's my opinion. It is what it is. But I'm going off of the photos of Rihanna. That's when this stuff gets compared. And that's not, there's no justification at all for a man. And I'm saying this as a man. And I want to have this conversation with you because I think more men need to hear it. We can never do that, man. Like ever.
I want to have a conversation too, but you keep cutting me off. Respectfully. I want to have a conversation.
Is it sure?
But you're not answering my questions because it's like, again, you keep speculating about things you don't know. So I'm going to ask again because I'll have a conversation. If you have information I don't know that you can open up my eyes, then I'll hear it. But if you're going to keep speculating, it's a waste of time. Do you have evidence that Rihanna was hitting Chris Brown so much so that it warranted Chris Brown punching her like he did?
If you heard me when I said there's never an excuse to hit it. It never warranted. All I'm saying is that she deserves accountability as well. That's all I'm saying.
Accountability for what?
He's not even answering the question.
I know, you're not answering, bro.
Where is he getting his information from, his evidence from that Rihanna hit Chris Brown? Stop not answering this question and answer it now, otherwise bye-bye. It's a pointless conversation if you can't back yourself up with
I keep asking the same question and you don't know. And it sounds like you're just speaking for Chris Brown. Are you basing that because Chris Brown said it? Did Rihanna say it? Where is this coming from?
It's been people in the industry that have said it that he has talked to, and he has said that he could not come out.
What is
and
happening?
say any of these things.
People in the industry. Andy, bye-bye. Kick him out. Sorry. Bye.
Y'all dismissing me.
No, I'm not, Steph. I'm not. I'll hang up when I'm ready. I'm trying to wrap this up so we can move because I don't like to just hang up on people. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing something. But you're not. People in the industry, you sound like Amber Heard's legal team. I don't. If you want to submit or send me something that I'm unaware of, please do. I'm always opening to change my mind. I do know Chris Brown has been falsely accused as well. I actually did defend Chris Brown on that. I did because some woman came forward and tried to. Yeah, well, I was just trying to say something. Chris Brown tried to get shook down, and the woman was lying. And he's an easy target given all this Rihanna stuff. And so Chris Brown has been wrongfully accused on a lot of things, so I will give him that. But again, the reason for the comparison is the photo, and you still have not given me a single bit of evidence to understand it. So appreciate you, man. Last thought. Go ahead.
Can I ask one question
you get the final word. Go ahead, man.
I just have one question for Steph. And I don't have no beef for y'all. I love y'all.
I don't have a beef with you either. No way. Okay. We're cool.
This is about what you got going on with your personal situation. Just curious. In that relationship, what is one thing that you did wrong?
What's one thing that I did wrong?
Yes.
So one thing that I did wrong is that I wasn't, let's say, responsible enough around the house. One thing that he did wrong was that
why are you humoring him with this?
No,
it's none of his business.
I'll keep it 100.
No, but you don't owe him that, Steph. Just because you're mad at him, like, dude, why is that any of your business?
No, I'm listen. I'm a fan of y'all. I'm just.
But why? That's such a personal question. I'm stepping in on behalf of. No, sorry, Steph. I feel uncomfortable. How is that your business?
Y'all been talking to people when they ask them personal questions. Y'all have no problems answering. I'm just asking the personal question
Okay, well, I'm going to step in, and now I will end the conversation because it's my show. Sorry, Steph, I'm going to overrule.
No, that's
it's
cool.
not.
Right.
I just don't understand what
your
that has to do with the
show,
conversation. I appreciate it, dude. Have a good night, okay? Thanks, Sterling. Take care.
Bye.
Oh my God.
We're not going to talk about your personal life. That was not even related. Why? Sorry, I was eating grapes, trying to like chill because I didn't have carrots today. I have my grapes, people. The fresh juiciness kept me fresh and patient. Because I'm not always that patient. Whoo! That was none of his business, Steph. Sorry, I didn't mean to over. I don't.
Happened?
I have no idea.
Am I crazy, Kim? Steph is so great; she'll just answer. But I was like, no.
Okay, hang on. I want to say something right here. I want to say something. As someone who's been very honest about a lot of the crap that's gone on in my life, that has never been because someone has ever asked me a question and been like, please tell me this very personal thing about yourself because I feel like, you've shared things, so you should. No, I've shared that because I felt comfortable doing that, and that's my decision.
And he did not earn that.
Yeah, and I feel like, Steph, you don't owe anybody any explanation for anything. If you want to share something, if you want to share things with anybody about your personal life, that's your decision. Right. And I fully support you and whatever. If you want to tell everybody that,
guys,
I don't know,
look,
that you collect licorice in your basement. Then go for it. I don't care. But you don't, I'm sorry, you don't get to call into the show and put somebody on the spot and be like, tell me this about your personal life because I feel entitled to know it.
Because you just shot me, so
That's
I'm going to try and prove that
ridiculous.
you did something wrong too. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm getting my dog.
Oh, well, it's frustrating because we talk to you guys for 4 hours sometimes. We're just sitting here and sometimes we just talk. Sometimes we get in fights. Heck, we had one the other day where Paige and I got in a back and forth. We're all good now. Paige and I are fine. It was just a misunderstanding and everything's good. Family fights, friends fight. We all love each other. But there are certain moments, we can get thrown off guard if someone's going to come in there. And I was stepping in because I was like, there's what? I'm not going to talk about my divorce. That's no one's freaking business. It's not fair to my partner. It's not none of your business. Most importantly, it's none of your business. And you're not allowed to go there. And so I was already having trouble with that caller based on the Chris Brown, but I wanted to address it because there are a lot of men who just feel like, well, yeah, Rihanna did, and Rihanna may have been doing that, but my God, guys, there's no excuse.
I did a Google search on that. I'm not seeing any evidence to back up that claim whatsoever.
I guess someone said she said it. I'm unfamiliar. That's why I was trying to, is there a fact that he can provide me that I don't know about? But he didn't. And she did it, so she needs to be accountable too. I mean, okay, no one should hit anybody, correct. But oh my God, you look at those photos, there's not even a contest. Chris Brown brutalized her. I'm never going to forgive him for that. That he can get falsely accused all next week 10 times, and I'll say it's not true. I'm still not going to get over the fact that he resorted to that and did it to a point where we saw those photos. That's disgusting to me. I've done a lot of shitty things in my life. I have not been the best person, but you don't hit somebody, especially a woman. Thank God I was instilled with that. And any guy out there, if you don't know that, you're going to go to jail, and you should, because that's a line we just don't cross. And women, you shouldn't do it either. To be fair, I think that's what he was trying to say. It's true. Amber, nobody should be hitting guys either. But I applaud Johnny because I don't believe he crossed that line like Chris Brown did. And that's the difference between Johnny Depp and Chris Brown, to come full circle as I continue to eat my grapes. All right. I think we have Sarah and Crystal. I think you were next.
Yeah.
Crystal?
Yes.
Crystal.
Hello,
Hi.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Sorry.
I have two things that I want to point out. One is that both teams helped select that jury, so I don't understand the jury bashing.
Well said.
100. Yes.
The other thing is that anybody that's been in therapy, I've been in therapy a lot. One of the first things a therapist will tell you is they have to break confidentiality if, one, you're either going to hurt yourself or someone else, or if there's been abuse. They have to, they're mandatory reporters. So the fact that she keeps saying she has all this evidence is bullshit, because if they really believed that anyone hurt her, they would have reported it, and they did not.
Well said.
And the last thing I want to ask is something personal. Are those green or red grapes?
They were red grapes.
Thank you guys for everything.
I like
you
them
do.
both. I like them both, though. Thank you so much for the call and not asking Steph about her partner. Appreciate your boundaries.
Oh, wait.
Sarah, are you there?
Hey,
Hello, Sarah.
hey, how have you been?
I'm doing better now. You guys seem nicer than the previous call. It got a little intense. What's up? How can we help you today?
Well, about that caller, you really shouldn't base your opinions off of someone else's situation based on your own previous experiences, especially since they aren't you.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, Steph, don't bother with Jill. Like, as long as you're like not hurting anyone with your money, I don't care how you get it. Like, what you do with it, that's your business. You can like buy a bunch of candy, and work on your house. That's your business. And the next thing I want to talk about is Amber. I noticed that the way that she acts, she mostly manipulates her voice. But every time it starts to get like sad, she doesn't even like cry. She doesn't tear. She just makes her voice sound more pitiful or something like that. And another her thing I wanted to touch on is let's see. I'm trying to think. Because I had like bullet points.
10 seconds.
Can you not? Andy, Andy, shut up! Let her think.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
stop.
Oh, time's up! Oh, I'm so sorry.
Andy.
Sarah's. Did you get it, Sarah?
Not with you just talking all the time.
You tell him, Sarah. You tell him.
I got 60 people waiting, Sarah, and I got to wrap up.
Now I remember.
Okay.
Can the people that are politicizing this whole belief issue about who's right or not, can you just stop? It's not about politics. Just because I believe in women's rights doesn't mean that I believe all women. Women can be liars, absolutely. That's why we have to base everything case by case. Like, seriously, what's up?
Amen to that one. I love it. I'm glad we got that in. Thank you for being patient with me, Sarah. You're awesome. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day, okay?
Thanks for letting me talk, man.
Of course. Anytime, call back in. I got to try and get a lot more people in. Amber, I just felt I had to let Amber in because I was like, oh, poor Amber. She's got the name Amber. It's got to feel bad. But Amber's audio's off. Amber, oh no, you were next, but now you're not on. All right. Oh, Jesus. I think Lewis is going on. All right, I have to stop. I have like 15 minutes is what I can do, so I can take a break because then I'm gonna be streaming again, and then I'm streaming again tonight. We're streaming again tonight, guys. For those, hold on. Yes, I'll go to you. I'm gonna take a pause on the callers for a second. We may try to get to a couple more, or we'll at least do a nightmare stream to whoever's waiting. Okay, at the very end. But I know we all have to thank some commenters too. I have to try and scroll through some of mine. I know you as well. But just real quick plug. I will be back. I will be back literally in like, what is this, an hour and a half or so. I thought I'd have a little bit longer of a break, but now it turns out it won't because we had to go talk about Chris Brown, everything else. 2 hours, we're going to be here. Here's the link. Come back, join us. We're going to be watching the Dateline special together. Come back tonight. I'll be on for another couple hours then. And then after that, I'm going over to a special show that Vito is doing, which is the biggest problem in the universe. So after the Dateline special, we'll be rating Vito for his fun show where I'm going to be the special guest, and I get to pick a problem. What is the biggest problem in the universe? And you know what I'm going to pick? People defending Amber Heard. They're the worst problem in the universe right now, and I'm going to be ranting like crazy over there after that. So it's going to be a lot of fun stuff to watch tonight, so stay tuned. Make sure you join us tonight as we watch the Dateline special. I am going to have to pause and stop it a few times to offer commentary, so I'm not just illegally streaming cable, even though it's broadcast to NBC, but we will be watching it together with some commentary, small commentary. Steph, I hope it sounds like is joining us, and we will be watching that together. So for some concise commentary, since I've watched a lot, I'll let Steph share more. But make sure to join us in a couple hours. Go click the notify me button on the link, and that way you'll be notified, and I hope to see a lot of you guys there. All right, quick, I'll go right back, and before I read mine, Steph, did you have some comments you want to read?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I'm just gonna name names because you guys have been absolutely amazing. A couple outside a stream whilst I was on holiday with my family for a break. I want to thank Deborah, Kirsty Ann, Trish, Barry, and then Alyssa, Bernadette, Veronica, Barry again, Valentina, Frank Morris III, Wancho, Jeff, Deanna, Richard, D. Wood, Caitlin, Susan, Alison, Kathleen, Angela, Berengeri. Hopefully I've pronounced that right. If not, I apologize. Me gob's not that sophisticated, as you can tell. Patricia, Juanita, Jake, Alicia, Marianne, Sharon, Cosmic, Carlos, absolutely. Wow, thank you, mate. Colleen, Anna-Marie, Self, Victor is going on. Leanne, Steve, Hobbycat. That is amazing what you just sent me there. Thank you so much, Hobbycat. And it doesn't stop there. We just signed. Oh, hang on. PayPal. There we go. You guys have been amazing in terms of PayPal as well, because that was just the Cash App donation. So PayPal, we have, well, outside of the stream, thank you to Sally. Thank you also as well to Albus Dumbledore. Hey up, Albus. Jean, thank you so much for yours. James, Rebecca, T-Squared, Catherine, Goulet, Gifted Forest LLC, Stephanie, Elizabeth, Christine, Anika, another Christine, Kerry, Sarah, Jingle Jack's Christmas Shack. I like that name. Team Brittany, Rosemary, Patricia, Danny, Christina, Alison, and Teresa. Thank you so much for all your kind generosity. All that goes to my next adventure, which is starting over again in my new home once I'm able to buy it and get it all sorted. I have been getting some stuff for it, and so that's all going to continue. Jay Cantor, I am getting a notification on my Cash App that you're trying to make a donation, but it's not going through. And what it's saying is, couldn't send a payment. This would exceed my £1,000 per week receive limit for international payments. So, guys, anyone that's international for the rest of this week, if you're considering donating to me, PayPal, please, because Cash App's like, if you're international, she's already exceeded a limit now. They won't accept any more payments from you guys for some reason. So, yeah. Thank you so much for all your generosity. Hobbycat in particular. Damn, that was like Mike kind of level. So,
Yeah, Hobby Cat.
Thank you so much.
Kim, anything you want to say?
Yeah, just quickly, I wanted to thank Sean. I wanted to thank Christina, Philip, Julia, and Carlos for your PayPal tips. That's wonderful. And also, just because I'm still seeing discussion in the chat, I do not have Cash App. Whoever is saying there it's Kim on Cash App is not me. The only way you can tip me is through PayPal, and if you do choose to, I very much appreciate it. And that's also thank you very much to everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Indeed. In fact, we will get, if callers, try and fit you in, but I got to read some of these. I promise to try and read them. So bear with me, guys. If I don't read them on air, I will at least read them when I have a moment. Kathy Richardson, thank you for that again, reminding me of the tweet. Grammy Jean, she would thank you for reminding us that you were going to, Amber's challenging Johnny to Savannah Guthrie interviews. Like, move on, girl. Bob Ledbetter, thank you. Storm Dancer, love you, Steph. Roxanne Anna, thank you for everything y'all do. You deserve the very, very best life has to offer. Blessings on blessings. Steph, I wish I could give you a big ass hug. Well spoken, lady. Ori Bailey, Steph, sending you love. I think you're amazing. Hope that you are amazing, and hope you know you're amazing. What a badass! All of you are amazing. Keep up the great work. Batman, let's drink. Mike, another one. Patara Rabbit, thank you so much. Disa Maria Depp. I think I see Disa, I think of Jar Jar Binks. Disa, Misa, yeah. Steph, I'm with you, sis. I'm proud of you. True to be yourself. Jill is like AH. She sucks. Well said, sorry, Jill. You really walked on that one. Said, Andy. Love you guys so much from Disa Depphead. Mel, what's up, Mel? Bennett, my scuba friend bullied because he said $5,000 was expensive, and a YouTube channel runner said, oh, that's nothing. Obviously not caring that my friend is autistic, living in the Y flat and on welfare, saves so hard for stuff. Yeah, stop judging people and stop bullying people. Well said. Okay, please put the link so I can send Steph some love. Cash App, I think I told you earlier, money sign, Steph Alternate, and then PayPal links. The mods are sending, I hope. Will, we might have to start, start looking for some new mods. Not new, but just additional. Just because I know, I think some of them had to dip. So I will check in with Will and the team to see who might be... we don't ask for it. You just got to be someone who's good, who's showing, and usually our mods are paying attention to you guys who deserve it. To all the mods who are working today, thank you, and send their PayPal links and stuff out. Brandon Miller, how weird is it that everything got leaked? Amber's phone calls, audio, and Depp cupboard footage, but not those so-called doctor notes that she just showed yesterday and matches Amber Turd's handwriting. Yeah, I wanted to go there.
Convenient.
Thank you for queuing that because, yes.
How convenient.
A lot of people are pointing this out on Twitter. Now, again, I don't know if the things that Dateline are showing really were the notes. I'm assuming they're blurred, etc. But yeah, a lot of people notice if those are real, the things that say Amber, seemingly, it does match the journal entries from Slim, which would show that that's Amber's cursive. I don't think she's that dumb. She seems more calculated than that, to be honest. But yeah, people are definitely making the comparison, saying, "Whoa, that's Amber." Here, I'll let you guys stare at her ugly face for a little while. Let's see here. Robin Redbreast. What's up, Robin? Yo, 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 everyone listening from Beach in San Diego. Ooh, enjoy, girl. It's
Amber Turd, 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 stick a cactus up your butt. Love you, Steph.
Also, Steph, I think it's time that we sing because it is Joey Lily's birthday. Happy birthday to Joey. Happy birthday to Joey. Happy birthday, Joey Lily. Happy birthday to Joey. Love you, Joey. Enjoy that birthday. I hear he's getting a nice seafood dinner tonight. You deserved it. Oh, get some crab legs for me or some nice scallops. Or, yeah, calamari. Want some seafood. My family ditched me for Father's Day this weekend, but no, I let them, and we celebrated last weekend, and I did the same thing. I went to a crab shack, and I got like the crab, the bowl. They give you the plastic bag with all the sauces and spices, and they just shake it all. I literally was like a mess. I was like, oh, it was dripping everywhere. It's the best kind of seafood. So Joey, I wish that for you as well. Enjoy. Mike, what's up? Another one. Get the F out if you don't like people here. Screw them, Steph. We got your back. Yeah, we do.
Thank you,
Mike is still here. Love you, Mike. Mike's on the phone.
Mike.
Ori Bailey, what's up? Let's see. Sunflower Forever. Love to you, Steph. Storm Dancer AH is seeming to trying to JD make a interview with her too. Yeah, I don't know why she's challenging Storm Dancer. It's crazy. But thank you. And oh my goodness, Jade Silverhill. Just every once in a while, it's like, hey, boom. Jade, how long do you think she's been seeing a therapist? I suspect before she met Johnny. Like a real one or like a fake one to cover her ass and her lies? It's kind of different question, Jade. Yeah, she doesn't seem like the type who would actually want to see a real therapist. Yourself with the smartest people because they will also make you look smarter. Snicker Snack, yay, Steph is back. Don't let the ignorance of others get you down. Your money is just that, yours. Missing your epic self every day. You are my spirit animal, and I look up to you. Be your authentic self, and no, we appreciate you. Hashtag survivors. Thank you, Snicker Snack.
Thank you.
Jeffrey, I think AH should be becoming a stunt woman, according to her. She's gotten face bashed and had a pristine face. 24 hours later, been bought. Yeah, I can't say that word, and just slept it off. Clearly, she can handle anything like a stunt driver. Yeah, that would be a good job for her, but being that she's lying, it actually wouldn't. Spider, can you imagine her as stunts? Oh, please, can we do that again? I can't. I'm not doing that. Spider Queen, if they have a problem with Guthrie, just wait till they hear about the UK judge. CE says, rewatch Dr. Curry. Elaine brought up the psychiatrist and psychologist notes. Jury has already heard. She told her therapist she was abused. True, it didn't do anything. Smile. Yes, well, thank you. Make sure you support her over her Cash App. Money sign Steph
hang on a minute, Andy. At the moment, you guys are trying to Cash App me, but again, it's saying that there's I didn't even know this. I've got £1,000 per week receive limit from international people like yourselves. So at the moment, if you're trying to cash at me and you're international, you're not basically UK, Cash App is not letting it through. I am in contact with them at the moment to get that limit increased, so that's not going to,
Yeah, that's weird.
you know, be a thing for you guys. But at the moment, if any of you guys are considering donating, go on my link tree and go either via PayPal or Stream Elements. As far as I know, there's no receive limit there. But yeah, I'm in contact with Cash App now to try and get that fixed.
That's
Also,
weird.
hang on, just want to say, way to go, Jill. You broke the internet. Hey.
You broke the international limit.
Yeah.
So if anything, Steph, we should thank
I hope
Jill.
that was what you wanted.
At this point, I want to thank you, Jill, for getting Steph paid even more.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jill.
cheers.
I appreciate that. But yeah, Ashley B, you're trying to cash at me at the moment. I'm so sorry they're not going through. If you've got the capacity to donate,
Steph's
through
getting so
PayPal
much
or
money,
Stream
they're not
Elements,
accepting it.
I know, it's got that back. Wow.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Let's try later when her thing. It's like Mike. You got blocked. They're like, you got too much money. The bank steps in. Sorry, it's too much money. By the way, I'm gonna do a review. I don't know why I just thought of it. I did. Elvis. It's real good. I really liked the Elvis movie.
Really?
Yeah, I heard some people don't like it. I liked Bohemian Rhapsody too. And I know a lot of people didn't because they're like, it doesn't have this and whatever, but I liked it.
I loved it.
I thought this was it's similar, but it's Baz Luhrmann's. It's a little annoying. The Baz Luhrmann-esque camera flies are almost too Michael Bay-esque in the beginning. It takes a while to get going, but then thankfully he settles the cameras down and focuses on the story, which is fascinating. And then the movie really takes off. And the guy who played the Johnny Depp Light or whatever his name is, Napoleon Dynamite. He did a really good job. And there were points where like, is he singing or not? I couldn't tell if it was Elvis or him at certain points throughout the movie. And then by the end, I mean, I don't think you can spoil the life story of Elvis, but at the end, there's a moment with the actor doing, I guess, what Elvis's final performance. And there was a point where they switched to the real Elvis, and I didn't even notice it until someone sort of told me. And I was like, wow, that was really cool how at the very end, they sort of blend it. So pay attention. At the very end, they sort of blend it. And I just was so impressed and sad. Kim, you should see it too. Like, I was thinking about Britney. I was thinking about so many people. Like, I had no idea about how effed Elvis was and just became like a performer, but controlled by his own manager. It was really sad, and I just didn't know that story, and it's a fascinating story. Tom Hanks plays the manager villain who's just like, and they do it well, where it's like, there are points, anyway, I'm going to do a review and get more in depth, but it was a fascinating movie because there were points from like, yeah, I mean, he did help discover him and did have a lot of good ideas and helped him, but then got greedy and controlled him, and then he was locked and then did these awful things to him. And it's a really good movie. People are like,
honestly, that's part of why I'm really excited to see Blonde as well, because I'm glad that we're starting to see those biopics where they're just dispelling the fantasy of the fame, and it's good to be able to see the rough stuff. I'm sure I'm probably going to bawl my eyes out through Blonde, but I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one too. I love Anna de Armas.
Yes.
She's like my number one crush. She's like my hall pass. So
But
I'm like,
I mean, for real though, she from what we've seen, I mean, I'm a huge Marilyn fan, and I just about fell on my chair, not because it was breaking, just it was amazing.
Yeah. Well, Elvis is great too. My God, I could go on all day. There's so many parallels to Britney and so many other musicians, but like, it's like if Elvis knew that we would have wet ass pussy all over the TV and radio, like he would have a coronary, because literally the first scene, like the first dance scene they do where Elvis does like the thrust, the scene is incredible because there's all these like just conservative innocent girls and then suddenly like, whoa. And you're just watching it, and then you're watching the manager notice it. And like, he's like, oh my God, it's the best act ever. And the women just lose their minds because he just does a little bit of like a woo. And the thought of it. And then it's like the whole world went crazy. Like they tried to ban him because he was so salacious for gyrating his hips. And you just realize how far we've come. It is a really fascinating story. And sorry, I'm going off on a rant because I really enjoyed it. The other thing I thought they really handled well is the fact that everyone accuses him of stealing a lot of music from like, African-American artists. And it's because he was raised by them. And I didn't realize that. And that's where he gravitated and where he learned. And that's why he became such a love of music, because he was raised and born in Memphis in those neighborhoods. and he would always go back and sort of connect with them. And then I forgot about this was during segregation. It's a really historically important, I think, really to remind you how impactful Elvis really was. And then also, if you maybe think, oh, who cares, Elvis, no big deal, you'll feel more for him and realize, wow, he really did have some rough. I'm sure there was some sugarcoating. I'm sure he wasn't always the nicest guy either, but they do handle a lot of it. You get the whole story. So I thought he did a really good job, and I definitely recommend. I will do a more in-depth Elvis the Pelvis. Someone said, yep. My dad loves Elvis, and so I knew a little bit, but I've forgotten over time, and I'm glad they were going to remind people about Elvis. I love how Matt's like, don't spoil Elvis. Dude, it's history. I always had this joke with Screen Junkies. I'm like, is history spoilers? I was like,
you don't know how it ends, Mike. Then
he's dead, or is he?
Well, true, actually, true.
Is he?
Oh gosh, here we go.
That would probably be a good video.
Get on the ready.
All right, guys, I got so many chats. I hope you guys will forgive me. I will try to read some of yours tonight. Or if you can call, we'll try and maybe I'll do a stream this weekend to make up for it. I will try to make a time to make up for all these chats. I'm drowning in them now, and it's a good problem to have. Thank you for the comments, the chats. I always try my best. I got to get out so I can just take a breather because I'm gonna do a long stream tonight. Before I go, oh geez, you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
No.
Stream this weekend to make Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream!
Nightmare stream!
Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream! Everybody's on!
Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream!
Hello, everybody!
Nightmare stream!
You're live on Popcorn Planet!
Nightmare stream! Nightmare stream!
Hello, everyone!
What's up, everybody? All right, who's gonna get my attention? Who's getting my attention? I'm looking at the boxes. I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick one. They're all in a delay.
This is crazy cake.
All right, hold on. All right, now.
Everybody mute.
All right, I had to mute everybody because it gets too much chaos. All right, so hold on. Let me unmute Steph first. My God, it's insane in here. Hold on. I'm going to unmute Steph first, and then Kim. Okay, and then everybody. All right, so now everybody who's on screen.
Much appreciated.
There we go. Kim and Steph, you're unmuted.
Hi.
All right, we each of us get to pick one person to go to. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna. If your camera's not on, I can't pick you. But all right, who? I see. Tina in the corner has been waving with peace signs. I'm going to pick Tina. Okay? I'm going to pick Tina first. You guys keep an eye on everybody else, so do something to get their attention. Tina, you are next. What's up?
Hey!
Hi, Tina.
What's up, dude?
Hey! Oh, I suddenly got so nervous.
It's all good. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for waiting and being patient. You
Thanks,
looked excited. What's up?
Yeah, thanks for picking me. So there was this one woman from Sweden. I'm from Finland.
Cool.
And the thing is one thing is the language barrier. Like even though my generation, most of us we know a lot English, we can speak English, and even though we don't fully get what Amber Heard is talking, still all the nuances and the way she talks, even though it might not always get through, you can still see it's fake, and you can hear it's fake. And the thing is I have notes what I wanted to say, and the one thing that really has been frustrating me is when I try to talk with people about this here, I see kind of the laziness of okay, I haven't watched the things and I don't really know, so they kind of pick the thing that they hear the most, which at this moment is Amber Heard. So it's they want to kind of be a part of this, but then I just want to see some the clipped down version. And it makes me kind of mad because they are, hey, so I think this about this, but I'm the one who actually been watching like the whole like jury, the whole trial, but still they have like opinions about it when they haven't even like watched the stuff.
You've done
So
the so basically you've done the work and they haven't, and then they're making opinions. Well, and I get it. It's frustrating when people make an opinion without doing the work, because then you're like, you're wrong.
Yes. And the thing is, like, I don't, even though I watch news here, it's still like politicized in a way. So I cannot trust the news that I'm actually watching. So I get my news from social media, you know, from YouTube. I get my news from you guys. And it's like you are like what's the word, like sorry, my English.
You're doing great.
So the thing that they were like, we don't believe Amber, you know. So but I believe you guys, because the way you present yourself, the way you speak, so there's no reason for me to not trust what you are saying.
Well, I think it's right to try and correct, and just because I got to move on. But I think what you're trying to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, I feel like there is a switch to YouTube and social media, because you guys get to know us, right? And it's like, that is something that I feel like becomes important while you also get your news. If people are going to call out the media, the bosses of the media. Savannah Guthrie can't go there and really call it NBC. She'd get fired. Whereas we can talk about, did they get paid? Like, it's kind of weird to watch an interview on a news station and not know, well, did you pay for this? Like, what connection? Are you biased to it? What do you think? You know, sure, we're biased on certain topics and, you know, we have certain feelings, but I think that's what's happening. You guys hopefully will connect our thoughts as we pivot to other cases. And that's what we've built, the trust that I feel like the media is losing by the day. So I'm grateful for you finding us and being here. You seem like a super cool person, and I'm glad you're part of our community. It's so awesome to have you. Is it Tina? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, with 2 eyes, Tina.
Tina, I love it. You said it way prettier than I did.
Thank you. And one scary thought is actually with the narcissist, like in some way they actually believe their own lies. I mean, I do believe that she knows she's telling a lie, but she's still believing herself in a way. Some crazy.
It's so crazy. I don't know what she believes either. She doesn't seem to believe any reality, is what's sad about it all. Oh, but well said and scary indeed. All right. Well, I appreciate you. Good talk with Tiana. Yes, you can stay in the nightmare stream. All right, she's in there. All right, now Steph, your turn. Who are you picking?
As does Mariah L. Guthrie. I love the t-shirt. Wrapping Popcorn Planet very nicely. Woo-hoo! Yes, go on with your bad sen.
All right, let me unmute.
Like I've got a t-shirt as well for Popcorn Planet Emporium. So yeah, let's get her on.
All right, what's up? How can we help you? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there we go. Welcome to the show. What did you want to say?
Auntie, I've been following you since before the trial, and I watch you, every day.
Oh, thank you.
I live in Iceland, so your show is amazing, and you guys have helped me through my own, TV essay that I've been through since I was 3, and I have complex post-stress trauma disorder. And you guys, you're incredible. And Steph, I love you. You're amazing. And I want to help you to have a home. And I feel, we are connected. Auntie, Kim, and you, Steph, and everyone here that are watching this Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, trial. I don't believe anything she says. And she doesn't show any emotion. I don't understand. If you are a victim, how can you be like a poker face.
Good question.
And yeah, and I want to say that Andy, the woman who was talking about the bitch,
Yes.
I was watching and I thought, oh my God, she's crazy.
You weren't the only one.
wow.
Sorry, but I think I've been getting that comment a lot.
I was laughing the whole time and I thought, oh my God, she have no idea what she's talking about.
It was wild, but I appreciate that.
gosh.
Thank you for the support. Wonderful to meet you. And
Thank you.
please keep watching and keep calling, will you?
Yeah, I will watch, the interview in 2 hours on
Love
your
it.
channel.
I will see you there.
Yeah, stay
and
tuned.
you are.
And
I love the
be
shirt.
wearing my
Woo woo!
Johnny
Looks
Depp
awesome.
business,
I love it. I love it. All right, Kim, it's your turn. Oh wow! Do you see someone just brought a Post-it note out?
I do, and I feel terrible because like I want to go with the first person I saw that jumped out at me, and I can't see everybody because there's too many people. Like it literally is too much for my monitor, so I'm sure I can't see everybody that's trying.
Oh, look
to,
at
like,
this
get my
person. Yeah, there's
attention.
some very clever things happening.
in various ways. So the first person I saw was Catherine Heffron. I'm sorry if I said that wrong.
Catherine.
You were the first person I saw.
Oh,
yeah.
Catherine. Okay, there it is.
I'm
Catherine.
gonna go with that. I love all of you. Thank you. And I see so many of your puppies, and I'm dying.
Welcome, Catherine.
You're so pretty.
I love that I made Steph and Kim have to make the choice. It's so mean.
Why are we doing this to me?
Welcome, Catherine. You made it. Our last caller. We'll get everyone else wait.
we're
But what
good,
did you
we're good.
what
Oh
did
my
you want to
gosh.
add, Catherine?
Hi, Catherine.
First off, I feel very honored, and also you did say my name right, so thank you.
Oh, good. I'm terrible at that, so I'm glad to hear that.
No worries at all. I just have 2 things. I know that you got to wrap up, and I'm definitely going to be joining later just to watch you go through the whole interview there because I don't want to watch it, otherwise that way. So 2 things. One, for sure, like I feel like we're only able to diagnose her with so many things on the stand. I think that Dr. Curry had that too, where she's like, the top 2 things were, I really connected with some of her behaviors as a narcissist or a covert narcissist. And something that I used in my own past was like gray rocking. And I think that as a society, we could kind of probably learn to do that with her at some point, because if she doesn't get positive, she wants to get negative. She just wants us to still be communicating about it and continually giving her some sort of energy, right? And the other thing too was just, I thought it was so strange that this was the most divisive subject I've seen since like politics when everyone was voting, the last election. I felt that this was the most divisive thing I've come across, where people that I follow, professionals to just, my own colleagues and friends and so forth, where you just are almost surprised and shocked when there's like that divide where you're like, you're not on this side, you're on this side. So I just thought that was really interesting. Just that different, that feeling was the only time I ever felt it before was during the election. So yeah, just those 2 things. So.
Thank you for sharing, Catherine.
Well said.
Very
Thank you so
sweet.
much for watching and waiting, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this community. And yes, great to meet you.
Same. And I definitely will be calling in again because you guys are amazing. So thank you for all the coverage that you do and the open discussion you have about it. So thank you.
You are amazing. I promise. You're all amazing. And look who else is amazing. I got to hear from this blue. What is this? An elephant? What is this, Mel?
Mel, I see it.
I think it's like a crab. Can't tell what it is.
Mel?
It's like a crab.
Is it a crab, Mel?
Bennett?
You have to unmute yourself, Mel. Mel with the blue crab. Yes, Mel Bennett. Hello.
I don't know if she can hear us.
You have to hit the unmute button on your phone. Oh well, Mel's not hearing it. I tried because I was really impressed with Mel.
It's a bummer.
Andy, can you hear me?
Yes.
It is Burke from Trapdoor.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mel.
I just want to tell you that I am Tisa Mariah That.
Yeah, we spoke earlier on. Hello.
Yeah. But my full name is Austis, and it's maybe difficult to say. So my nickname is Tisa.
Ah, Disa.
Disa.
Disa, there it is.
Thank you so much for your support.
Appreciate it. I
Can
appreciate.
you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you, Mel. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Mel.
Yes, quickly.
Mel.
It says I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, we hear you, Mel.
Hello.
Hello, Mel. Hi, Mel. You're on YouTube. She's got a YouTube delay. Mel's got to undo her YouTube delay. That'll take about an hour by the time we get there, so I will start wrapping up. But now I feel bad for Mel. All right, well, we got...
Yes, quickly.
What's going on? What's going on?
Look, it says I'm unmuted now.
Yeah,
oh,
we hear you.
I'm like
realized.
running. This is audio's running late.
A little bit.
You just figured it out. Gotta mute your YouTube. Or just talk.
I was just wanted to get in contact with Steph, so to try and actually help out with the move.
Oh, hello. Lovely to meet you. Mel, are you UK or are you Irish? I'm
It's going to take 30 seconds till she answers.
Yeah, I think.
Well, Mel, next time call in, or actually, you know what, Mel? You can call into Nerd Report, because we're going to port you guys all over to Nerd Report. Next time, guys, we got to get you, I got to teach you how to, I got to teach you how to do the port over, but I got to wrap up. Mel, very nice to meet you. Nice to meet everybody. You guys are amazing. We'll all teach you how to use Zoom at some point, but there we go. I'm going to unmute them all, okay?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wait, how do I-
Gosh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's gonna get loud.
Well, I muted everybody, and now everyone can unmute themselves.
Are you gonna do a live call?
There we go. Now it's just gonna get crazy.
It's just gonna get loud.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Nightmare stream. Nightmare stream. Nightmare stream. Nightmare stream. We will be back live. At 7:30, basically in 2 hours. The link is being shared by the mods. Head on over to the link there so you can actually join us again in a little bit. I got to get offline for a little bit and just stretch, take a walk, and I'll be back in a couple hours as we watch. It's 5:30 here now. 5:20 here. I'll be back in 2 hours for 7:30 to watch the Dateline special with you guys. So I'm so excited to see you all. In the meanwhile, I'm going to port you over to Nerd Report, okay? Wow, look at this chaos.
Hashtag Steph Rant.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
As we watch, it's 5:30.
I have no idea if I'm even on here. Oh my gosh.
Mike.
Woo woo, everybody! Yeah!
Yeah!
There we go.
Love the work you do, guys.
Thank you guys. I love all you watching at home. See you later. We'll be back tonight. See you in 2 hours. If you're watching live, don't do anything. If you're watching live, don't do anything. You're going to be ported over to Nerd Report. If you're watching on the replay, click on one of the buttons at the end. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, guys.
I can even on here.
You're the
Hopefully I
best.
was.
Nightmare stream.